Hold on, everyone. I'm seeing if I'm up. Hold on. Just give me a minute here, guys. And let's see. It looks like we're up. Just give me a minute here, guys. I do apologize. Let's see. Hold on a minute here. I'm just trying to see if I can see everything. Let's see. Give me here, guys. Let's see. Hold on. It says I'm live streaming. Give me 1 minute here, guys. I just need to check some things out. Let's see. I'm looking here. It still says it's loading. Just give me a second here, guys. Let me see. Uh, hmm. Let's see. Hold on a minute here, guys. I'm trying to figure out how this is working. Just give me 1 minute here. Um, let's see here. Uh, let's see, guys. Hold on a minute here. Just give me a sec. It looks like it's working. It does look like it's working, so hold on. Hello? Hold on a minute here, guys. I do apologize. It does say I have poor connection feed, so let's see if we can make that better a bit. Let's see. Uh, hmm. Just give me a minute here, guys. I'm just trying to fix up some things. I do apologize for this being a little bit clunky. It does look like it's working. So if that's correct, then we should be live. Okay, once again, I am sorry for taking so long. Like I said, this is my first live stream, playoff game live stream as well. So I am sorry for all of the problems that I just ran into, and I'm sorry I'm starting the stream so late. Hopefully, it will be better tomorrow. But this is sort of like a test run, so I do apologize for it being a little bit glitchy and things like that. Hopefully, it'll be a little bit smoother tomorrow. But yes, we are live here, and we have the Pittsburgh Penguins taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. I'm doing this play by play. The game has already started. The Flyers already have a shot, and we are 16 and a half minutes left in the first period. So I'm going to be with you guys here for the next couple of hours. And let's see who ends up winning game two. The Flyers did take game one in very convincing fashion, so that's really good. Let's see if the Flyers or Penguins can win. The Flyers have it. The Penguins have it shot, stopped by Vladar, and the puck goes behind the net. Philadelphia is trying to recover. Pittsburgh gets it, and they got it behind Philadelphia's net. Fight for it in the corner, and Pittsburgh's going to come away with it for a second, and another board battle behind the net. Pittsburgh gets it to the point. I think that's Carlson's shot, and it goes wide. Philadelphia is going to recover and take back possession. So really good stuff there. Let's see what else is going to happen here. Dumped down, and it's back in Skinner's end, and that's is going to be, I think, an icing call or an offside. So very interesting note there. Malkin and Konechny are getting into some rough stuff right now, but the play is blown dead. There's 15:48 left in the game, so very good stuff there. Once again, I do apologize for the late start to the stream and for all of this being a little bit wonky. I will hope to have it better tomorrow when we do Vegas, Utah at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time. So I do apologize for the stream being a little bit wonky, but we should be here. Once again, they're just showing some highlights here as we get set for our center zone face-off draw. I do also apologize for any background noise. I do live with my family, and I do have a couple of younger siblings, so if the background noise is a little bit bothersome, I do apologize, but there's not really anything I can do about that. So we got a very interesting game here. Philadelphia is going down the zone, passes it back. Nice play shot, and that's a stop. That's a little bit of a bad one there. Nice point, and it's stopped. Drysdale's got it. To Martone to the corner. Drysdale's got it again, and he's just going to loop it around the boards. So very interesting note there. Sorry, everyone. Let me just try and see how this is working. It does seem like everything is still working, so I do apologize if it's like slow or buffery. Once again, this is my first time doing a play-by-play live stream. Philadelphia and Pittsburgh are making some changes. Philadelphia enters the zone, and the puck goes behind the net. Witherspoon loops it back around, and Pittsburgh's now got it. Tries to get it 2-on-1. Philadelphia gets it back, and they get into the offensive zone. I think that's Tippett trying to get around some of the Penguins players in the offensive zone, and Pittsburgh's going to recover the puck and loop it around the board. Shots are currently 2-1 Philadelphia. So very interesting note there. Really good stuff there from the Flyers. Let's see. Philadelphia is still up 2-1 at this current point in time. Let's see if there's anything else that's going to be happening. Let's see. Philadelphia got in the offensive zone. Pittsburgh's now got in the offensive zone. Board battle in the corner, and Pittsburgh's going to get number 19 for the Penguins. And the Penguins have it behind the net. Try to wrap around Vladar's right there, and he covers up, gets the whistle. It's still 14 minutes left in the first period. So still really good stuff there, but very interesting start to this game. Once again, another scrum in front. It's the Battle of Pennsylvania, so these sorts of things happen. So once again, I do apologize for the late start time. I do apologize for not starting on time and for any sort of buffery glitches or something like that. This is the first time I'm using this computer. This is also the first time I am doing a play-by-play live stream. So bear with me. I should be better over the next couple of live streams I do, but this is sort of like a test run. So very interesting note there. So we should have some very interesting game action here. It's in there was a whistle, so we're currently on break right now. As you can see below, these are the 3 games that are going to be played later on today. Starting potentially in about 10 to 20 minutes, we will have Ottawa taking on Carolina, and then in a couple of hours, Minnesota plays Dallas. Okay, currently Pittsburgh has the puck in the offensive zone. Nice try for a pass, blocked by Philadelphia. Another board battle deep in the Philadelphia Flyers zone. Pittsburgh across to the point, shot. I think that was Carlson, and it goes wide. Actually, goes up and out of play. So we get another stoppage here. That was another nice shot from Erik Karlsson. So very interesting note there. Just give me a second here while I get some water. I do appreciate all of you guys for tuning into the stream. Once again, like I said, I'm sorry for all of the sort of buffery things. It is a little bit. It is my first time doing a play live stream. It is also the first time on this computer, so I do apologize for that. We're on commercial breaks. You're not missing anything. There's I think about 14 minutes left in the game, so in the first period. So very interesting note there. I will try and work on being more on time. We'll try and be on time tomorrow for our stream between Utah and Vegas, which will be a very interesting one. And we got a couple more live streams later on this week and potentially next week as well. So it'll be very interesting note there. But once again, this is sort of like the test run for my live streams with the game play-by-plays. So I do apologize for any sort of like buffering or things like that. But we're at least on right now. We're on commercial break right now, so nothing really there at this point in time. So very interesting note there. Once again, I'm also sorry for any background noise. I do apologize for that. Currently on commercial break. So did anyone see the games that happened yesterday? Like, there were some very interesting games that happened yesterday. 4 game 1s happened yesterday, and they were all impressive and exciting games. The first one was the Avalanche taking on the Kings. A little bit more of a defensive battle, but it was one in which the Colorado Avalanche came out on top, which was very, very good there for the Colorado Avalanche. The second one was a thriller between Montreal and Tampa, back and forth game. Overtime win for Yuri Slafkovsky, which was absolutely brilliant for Slafkovsky. So really good stuff there. On top of that, you've got, hold on a minute here. On top of that, you had Buffalo. The Buffalo game was insane. The Sabres with the come from behind win, like that was crazy. So they scored 3 goals in 3 minutes. 43 seconds to take down the Boston Bruins. And then on top of that, there were some other very interesting things too. So really good stuff. I do hope you guys continue on to keep up with the live stream. So we are back from commercial breaks. That's very interesting note there. Once again, I am sorry if it's a little bit buffery or things like that. I do apologize for that. Just give me a second here, guys. We are currently lining up for our face-off in the Philadelphia Flyers zone. So very interesting note there. Just give me a second here. Very interesting game so far. see what's going to happen here. Pittsburgh shot off the faceoff draw. Stop. Maybe a 2-on-1 for Philadelphia. Philadelphia is coming in. They're on the wing. Philadelphia trying to get something going here. Let's see. And hold on a minute here, guys. Pittsburgh dumps it down the zone. Okay, so very interesting note there. Pittsburgh's dumped it back into the offensive zone. Let's see, and now it's dumped back into the Pittsburgh zone. Pittsburgh's going back to get it. That is Chris Letang back in his own zone to recover the puck. Passes it back to his D partner, and behind the net, they try and break out. That is Girard across to Raquel, who dumps the puck into the offensive zone, and it's gloved by Vladar. Another face-off whistle. So very interesting note there. Once again, I'm sorry if it's a little bit glitchy or buffery. I do apologize for that. So very interesting note there. Let's see if we can get this a little bit better. Hold on a minute here, guys. Let's see. Hopefully all this is good. We should be getting some game time starts in the very near future. So we'll try and update the others as the games come on. So we will be trying and updating that. There's a face-off in the Philadelphia zone right now. So once again, very interesting note there. It's Raquel against, I can't see who that is, and Raquel's out of the face-off draw. It is now, let's see, I think that's Novak. And the Philadelphia Flyers win the zone. Ristolainen loops it back around to the other corner, and they chip it out of the zone. Pittsburgh's going to recover the puck and go back into the defensive zone. Girard across, interception, and Pittsburgh recovers nicely. Novak's got it. Across to Malkin, trying to pass it, misplayed it. Sam Girard's got it. Malkin, and he dumps the puck down the ice. So very interesting note there. We got a couple more very interesting things here. Let's see. Pittsburgh, Girard's going to dump it back. Philly gets it back out of the zone. Raquel dumps it back in. And Philadelphia is going to recover as both teams go off on changes. So very interesting note there. Let's see if we can get some other things here going. Malkin, 54 multi-point career game, playoff game. So very interesting note there. Love to see that. Philadelphia back in their defensive zone. Ristolainen trying to get it. Hold on a minute here, guys. Pittsburgh got it. Carlson tries to feed it to Achari, but he can't. And Seeler gets it out of the zone. Achari gets the puck back, and it's back into the defensive zone. Seeler loops it around, and Pittsburgh's got a shot. Stop by Dan Vladar. Great stop there. What a beautiful stop from Dan Vladar. And now the Pittsburgh Penguins and Flyers are fighting for it in the corner. Zegras gets it, and there's a penalty upcoming. Looks like a high sticking penalty on someone. I think it's on the Pittsburgh Penguins, but we'll see here. Let's see. Doers 19, okay. Sealer's at 24. He might be the one going off here. And the penalty is going to be on, I think it's Philadelphia. Yep, Forrester to the box for high sticking. So a power play here for the Pittsburgh Penguins. So very interesting note there. And the Penguins are going to start a 2-minute power play with 11 minutes and 36 seconds left in the first period. So very interesting note there. Just give me a second here, guys. I'm just trying to fix some things up here, try and make the stream a little bit better. Let's see here. Hold on a minute. Just give me a sec here, guys. Yeah, Dewar and Forrester are fighting, and Forrester high stick Dewar. So very interesting note there. Pittsburgh's got Malkin. Loops it back around, and the puck goes across to Carlson. Carlson to the point to Rust. Back to Carlson. Carlson going along the left side to Rust. To the right side, Malkin. Back to Rust. Shot. And it's stopped. Blocked by one of the Flyers. Carlson gets it back to the point. They're trying to tip in front. Raquel behind the net, and he can't feed it around. Raquel gets it back. Philadelphia's got it. Philadelphia can't clear the zone yet, and now they do. And maybe a break here for Sanheim. And he tried to go around. Can't. There might be a penalty here. Looks like Pittsburgh's going to get a tripping penalty 37 seconds into their power play. So it looks like it's going to be a 4-on-4 here. I think Sanheim was tripped, if I'm correct. Let's see. It looks like there's a penalty on the play here. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be a tripping call on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's see. Carlson maybe gets the tripping call. It might be embellishment on... No, it's Carlson. So it's going to be 4-on-4 for the next minute and 23 seconds. And then we'll have a 37-second Philadelphia Flyers power play. So very interesting note there. Once again, I do thank you guys for tuning into my live stream. I do appreciate all of that. Once again, we'll update the scoreboards as they change. Ottawa, Carolina is just about to get going, and we are still scoreless here between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. So, very interesting note there. I do apologize for any buffering in the stream. Are able to fix that. I do apologize for any sort of slowness or things like that. But once again, this is my first one on the new computer. This is my first play-by-play live stream, so I'll try and fix it for you guys here, but we'll see how things are going. Just give me a second here, guys. Philadelphia's got the puck 4-4 right now. And now the Flyers get it behind the net as they try and regroup. Philadelphia's got to, I think, Drysdale, or maybe that's York. Back, and now the Flyers are breaking out, trying to get into the Pittsburgh zone. They do gain the blue line. Back to 22, which I think is the Vorak, to, I think that's Drysdale. Across, and it's intercepted by Girard, and Girard will clear out. No, he won't, and now he will. Letang's got it, and he's going to enter the offensive zone for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's see. And now the Flyers get it. And they try breaking out, and I think that's Cates trying to get it before, and he can't. Girard in the bottom corner behind the Pittsburgh Penguins net, now across, and now they're trying to pass it in front of the net, Girard, and he has taken off the puck in the corner. Philadelphia trying to do something with it. Oh, and there was a wide open pass, and he couldn't hit it. Oh, that was so close. And now another try. Philadelphia is going to get stopped. And there's some more rough stuff with 11 seconds left on the 4-on-4. So very interesting note there. Just a time sync for all of you guys. There's 9:47 left in the first period. So very interesting to note there. Once again, we will try and update you guys when something happens, when it comes to some of the scoreboards. We should have the start time of Ottawa, Carolina in the very near future. So we should have that up and running in the very near future. Just give me a second here, guys. I'm going to try and do some things here. I think we're going to commercial break here. We might be. Hold on a minute here. They're just showing some replays of the shot by Philadelphia. And it does look like we're going to be going to commercial break. Okay, so it looks like we are going to be going to commercial break. And maybe not commercial break. And now it just looks like they're showing some of the old highlights from Pittsburgh Flyers series from old, and now we are going to commercial break. Okay, so very interesting note there, but we are going to commercial break. So nothing right now. Ottawa, Carolina has not started yet. So very interesting to note there. I'm going to try and make the live stream a little bit better for you guys here. So just give me a minute. I'm going to try and change some things up here. Hold on a minute. Just trying to change some things here. You're not missing anything. We're on commercial break right now. Once again, I do apologize for this being a little more of a interesting live stream. This is the first play-by-play live stream I'm doing. This is the first one on the new computer, so there is a little bit of glitches, so I do apologize for that. But still, very interesting note there that we are... Hold on a minute here, guys. We are live still, so very interesting to note there. Hold on a minute. Just give me a second here, guys. Let's see. It's still commercial, so you're not missing anything. They're just once again showing the replay of the shot. So very interesting note there. Still commercial. What did you guys games? Buffalo winning 4-3 over the Boston Bruins. Montreal winning 4-3 over Tampa. What did you guys think of? What did you guys think of Utah and Vegas? The Vegas comeback, like that was beautiful. What did you guys think of? Just give me a minute here. The Colorado game, that was a really slow game, but the Avs came away on top. So, what did you guys think of all of those games yesterday? And what do you think we'll see tomorrow or later today? Like, we got some very interesting games happening later today between Edmonton and Anaheim. You got Dallas, Minnesota. You got Carolina, Ottawa. Do the Canes extend their lead to 2 games? Do the Stars tie up that series heading back to Minnesota? Or is this Minnesota series to lose? Who takes game 1 between the Oilers and the Ducks? So very interesting note there. Once again, I'm hoping tomorrow's live stream will be a little bit more smooth, but I do apologize for all the glitches and things like that. Just give me a minute here, guys. Once again, it's commercial break, so you're not missing anything right now. At this point, we're just waiting for the commercial to be over. So just give me a minute here. Let's see. Just give me a sec here, guys. Yeah, so there's a penalty on the play. Philadelphia is going to get a penalty here. Apparently, they're going to give an extra penalty to, I don't know exactly who it is, but probably because of one of the scrums in front. So Philadelphia is going to the penalty box. Pittsburgh will get a brief 4-on-3 power play, then we'll go back to briefly being 4-on-4, and then the Penguins will get another power play. So very interesting to note there. Let's see, dump down the ice with 8 seconds left in the 4-on-3. That should probably do it for the 4-on-3. So very interesting to note there. Just give me a second here, guys. Let's see. Pittsburgh shot in the offensive zone, trying to pass it around at 4-on-4. Malkin shoots, and it's wide. Philadelphia's got the puck again. Philadelphia gains the blue line. No, they don't. Yeah, they do. Forrester, no, he's offside. They call it offside, 4-on-4 for 21 more seconds. So very interesting to note there. Still very interesting. Hold on a minute here, guys. And let's see. Yes, Pittsburgh's power play is back on. Pittsburgh's going to recover, and Carlson's got it in his own zone. Hold on a second here, guys. I'm going to try and see if I can fix this. Rust's got it in the defensive zone, and he's got it. He's moving up, passes it to Malkin, passes it to Mantha, and they can't get it. They get it back. Novak to Letang. Letang back to Novak. Novak shot, and it's wide. Letang's got it, and Mantha across, and the puck goes wide. Philadelphia's got the puck back, and that is, I think, Ristolainen, and he just dumps it down. Forrester goes chasing after the puck. Oh, and he gets whacked in the corner. Pittsburgh going back up. It's 1-on-3, and the Penguins are just going to dump it in. Novak chasing after it. Novak in the corner against Drysdale. And let's see. And they're fighting for it in the corner, and now Michkov's got it across to. Hold on a second here. I'm going to try and change some things up. Let's see. Pittsburgh's got it. Nice try from number 25 for the Penguins. Gets it to the point. No board battle. And Philadelphia's going to get it and clear it down the ice. That's a smart move there from the Philadelphia Flyers. Let's see what else happens here. Pittsburgh's on in the defensive zone. Wotherspoon trying to set something up. Passes it across to Carlson, who dumps it down the ice. Back into the defensive zone for Philadelphia. Shot, and I think that might have been stopped by Vladar. Oh, and there's a high sticking call again on the Philadelphia Flyers. The charge just got high sticked by Aaron Philadelphia Flyers stick. Oh, that's not good. That's not a penalty you want to take if you're Philadelphia. You're just giving all the momentum to Pittsburgh right now. So very interesting note there, but the Pittsburgh Penguins, I'm going to see if this maybe makes the live stream a little bit better. Hold on. I'm going to take this off for a second here. Give me 1 minute here, guys. That's the penalties being called. There's more rough stuff happening, so there's still 6:42 left in the first period. So very interesting to note there. Once again, we're just going to wait until the power play happens. Let's see. Just give me a second here, guys. Let's see. Yeah, they're handing out the penalty here. It looks like it's going to be Sealer going to the box. So Sealer's going to the box, and the Penguins are heading right back to the power play, less than a minute, or maybe just less than 2 minutes after. I don't even think that was the stick. He just got his fist up in Achari's face. It'll be like a high sticking call or an interference call or something like that. But either way, Pittsburgh's going to get a 2-minute power play, and the power play unit goes back for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Very interesting note there. Yeah, so it is Sealer in the box for 2 minutes for, I think it was high sticking or interference. So very interesting to note there. And now the Penguins are going to the power play. So very interesting to note there. Let's see. Hold on a minute here, guys. Ottawa and Carolina should be getting underway any minute now. So that should be very interesting. Russ has the puck. So let's see here. So yes, Tocchet's yelling at the ref, probably frustrated about the penalty. And now Penguins win the offensive zone faceoff draw. Crosby, and they get it to Raquel. Raquel to the point to Carlson. Carlson intercepted, might be a 3-on-2 for the Flyers. Couturier's got it defensively. Couturier trying to get somewhere. Couturier loops back around, passes it across to the other side. And now the Penguins get it, maybe a little bit of break here for Crosby. Passes it back to a streaking Brian Rust. Back to Raquel. Raquel to the point. Rust. Crosby shot! Stopped by Vladar. Crosby gets the puck back to the point to Carlson. Carlson to Crosby. Crosby to Malkin. Malkin to Crosby. Crosby along the right side. Crosby to the point. Carlson fakes the shot. Carlson passes it back to Rust. Rust looking for it to the point. Raquel shot Malkin, and the puck goes over the net. Raquel, and it's cleared by the Philadelphia Flyers. Penguins are going to get their second unit out there. So good stuff there for the Philadelphia Flyers to get that puck out of there. That was huge. So very interesting to note there. Let's see. Hold on a minute here, guys. Let's see. Pittsburgh. Kindell has got the puck. Kindell. Let's see. And Malkin's got it. Malkin to Letang as they loop back around. Chris Letang to Anthony Mantha to Benjamin Kindell. Kindell to Malkin. Malkin to Kindell. Malkin gets it back. Shot by Letang, and it goes wide. Kindell trying to go after it. So is number 47 for Philadelphia. Fighting for it. Mantha gets it to Malkin on the right side, to the point to Letang, back to Malkin, shots, and that might have been blocked, tried to stuff it in. Mantha could not do it. Philadelphia clears the puck yet again, 15 seconds left on the power play for the Pittsburgh Penguins. So very interesting to note there. Let's see here, hold on. Letang trying to get it out a little bit too far. Philadelphia is going to be able to get it. It's full strength now. We're back 5. So very interesting to note there. Let's see here. Hold on a minute here, guys. Let's see. 19 shot attempts, 3 shots on goal for the Penguins. They're trying to shoot the puck, but the Flyers are getting in the way. Philadelphia dumps the puck back into the offensive zone. Skinner gets it, crosses it, gets it across to Achari, and passes it back across, and very interesting to note there. Let's see here. And Philadelphia's going to get the puck back, and they're going to just get to the red line and dump it in. Philadelphia's going to go for a change. Number 62 for the Flyers is trying to get the puck in. Let's see. Philadelphia, puck goes back into Philadelphia's zone. This might be and will be an icing call on the Pittsburgh Penguins with 3:53 left in the first period. So very interesting to note there as the Pittsburgh Penguins are playing the Philadelphia Flyers. Let's see. Hold on a minute here, guys. Just trying some things out here to try and make it a little bit better, to try to make the stream a little bit better and try not to have it in such poor conditions. Just give me a second here, guys. Yeah, the Pittsburgh Penguins and Philadelphia Flyers are just waiting at this point. Offensive zone face-off draw for Philadelphia, in which they win. Philadelphia gets it across the boards, trying to get it back in, and they do. A little bit of a chance here. Nice try to get it to tip it, but he can't do it. Let's see here. Hold on a minute, guys. Zegras gets it behind the net to Forrester, but he loses the puck. Pittsburgh's going to get it back, banks it off the wall, and dumps it down the ice. That's going to be another icing call, I think, on Pittsburgh. Yes, it is. Another stoppage for Philadelphia. So very interesting to note there. Let's see how this is going here, guys. Very interesting. So still a very interesting game so far here today. We still don't have any to talk about here. So very interesting to note there. Let's see what's happening here. So Okay, so another offensive zone draw for the Philadelphia Flyers. The Flyers, it is, I think, Dvorak against there here. And now point, Ristolainen to Martone shot, and that goes wide. Now Sanheim's got it. Passes it to Shea, and Shea's intercepts it. And the Penguins trying to break out, trying to do a lob pass here, and Rust, he just missed it. Ristolainen recovers, and Ristolainen can't get it. Crosby, and that was almost deflected to a Penguin, but the Flyers get it out to the red line, dumped in, and the dump and chase game is back on for the Philadelphia Flyers. Pittsburgh's going to get it back in the corner, and they jump it down. And this is going to be another icing call in Philadelphia with 2 minutes and 56 seconds left in the first period. So very interesting note there. Very interesting game. No goals so far in this one as we are nearing the end of the first period and still a scoreless game. They're just talking about Porter and Martone here right now. So very interesting to note there. Excuse me. So very interesting to note there. They're just showing all of his accomplishments this year, playing over in college, also getting those 10 points in 9 regular season games. Now we're back to the action. Pittsburgh trying to enter the zone, and I think that was deflected up and out of play. So we got another stoppage here with 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first period. So very interesting to note there. 3 shots apiece, so it's been a very defensive battle so far for the Penguins and the Flyers, but great stuff so far. Penguins, that one from Mantha was hit off, and a couple of really good sticks from the Philadelphia Flyers defense so far today. Really, really good sticks. It seems like we are going to commercial break now, so you're not missing anything. We are on commercial break, and it's still scoreless between the Penguins and the Flyers. So very interesting note there. 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first period. So we shall see if we have to wait for our first goal until the second period. So very interesting to note there. What were your guys' opinion on all of the games that happened over the past couple of days? Like the Buffalo Sabres game, the Montreal Canadiens game last night, some of the other ones that we've seen. Like, I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on the Buffalo game, the Montreal game, the Colorado game, the Vegas game from last night. What do you guys think we could see later on today between the three games that we have here, between the Edmonton game, the Dallas game, and the Carolina game? Like, what do you guys think? I think at this point in time, this is going to be a desperate Ottawa team playing here in a couple of minutes, and they're going to find some way to take down Carolina, whether that's in overtime or in regulation. I think this is Ottawa's game to lose, and they'll be able to take the split. I think this is probably going to be a Dallas win. They're going to try and come out with some emphasis to try and prove that they are not frauds. But if Minnesota wins, my prediction of Wild in 6 is looking fantastic. So very interesting to note there. And then you got the Oilers versus the Ducks. This is going to be a very interesting game. Things are going to be bumping in Edmonton, which is going to be very interesting. I do think Edmonton probably takes that one, but I would not be one bit surprised if the Ducks are able to do it. The Ducks are a really solid team. So very interesting to note there. Let's see how if we keep on going. Once again, if you can, leave a chat down below, leave a comment, leave a like, tell your friends the best hockey content on YouTube is right here at the End to End Hockey channel. I do once again apologize for having all of the problems. So very interesting to note there, but let's hope that we have a better stream tomorrow and over the next couple of days. I do apologize for all of the problems we ran into today and for it being a little bit of a slower stream. But if you're here, I thank you. I appreciate you for being here. I do appreciate all of that. We're about to go back to game action as the Philadelphia Flyers and Pittsburgh Penguins are about to go onto the face-off dots. 2 minutes, 47 seconds left. They're just looking at Dan Muse right now, looking at the ice as they get set up for this face-off draw, and look at the large crowd in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for this Pennsylvanian battle. So very interesting to note there. And the Philadelphia Flyers win it, and I think that's Sanheim who just dumps it down. Pittsburgh's going to get it. Clifton trying to get to it. Malkin now fighting in the corner with one of the Philadelphia Flyers players. And Malkin is going to bat it up into the air, and they're fighting for it. Philadelphia's got it. And they're going to say a hand pass, and they're going to stop play with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first period. Just note there. I think one of the Flyers or Penguins hand passed it. So very interesting to note there. So very interesting there, and we will get another face-off draw, I think just outside the Pittsburgh Penguins blue line. So very interesting to note there. There's still some more rough stuff happening, so very interesting to note there. They set up for a face-off draw to the left, I think, to the right of Stuart Skinner on the outside of the face-off dot, so very interesting to note there. Let's see. Once again, if you guys can leave a chat, I really do appreciate it. Hold on a minute here, guys. Sean Couturier, they're just showing him on the bench here. I think he was the one who hand passed it. 2.5 minutes left in the first period. A scoreless first period so far in the Battle of Pennsylvania. So let's see. The face-off is won by Pittsburgh. Carlson gets it to his D partner, and they dump it back into the Philadelphia Flyers zone. And Pittsburgh's going to get there. Chari tries to get it, and now it's... Hold on a minute here, guys. Let's see... hold on. It's back to the point pass and stopped. Forrester's going to get to it. Zegers tips it out. No, he can't, but the Philadelphia Flyers are able to recover and sort of reset in their own zone. So very interesting to note there. Let's see. I think that's York. He's trying to outweight one of the Pittsburgh Penguins players. Philadelphia's going to get back, tip it across, and they're going to tip it in. Philadelphia is going to get the puck back and re-enter their own zone. Philadelphia's got it. Passed by one of the Philadelphia Flyers players. Up. Let's see here, guys. Letang's got it to Girard. Let's see here. Novak trying to get it over there. Let's see. Philadelphia's got it. Konechny in. Oh, and he's offside. Oh, he was wide open, but he's offside. Minute 24 left. And we're going to get another stoppage here between the Penguins and the Flyers. So very interesting to note there. Let's just wait and see here, guys. Once again, if you guys can leave a chat down below, I really do appreciate it. Hold on a minute here. We do have a stoppage. 1 minute, 24 seconds left. There's going to be another offense. There's going to be another center ice draw here between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Philadelphia Flyers. And Dvorak wins it back to Ristolainen. Ristolainen gets it to the cross and gets it across here, and he gets it back. Konechny trying to charge in, and Letang gets it. Letang poke checked away. Rust gets it. Rust maybe has a streaking penguin, and he can't. Hits a Philadelphia Flyer, and the Flyers recover, regroup in their own zone. So very interesting to note there. Under a minute left in the first period, and a scoreless first period here. Philadelphia trying to enter the zone. They do. Tries a shot, and Skinner makes a nice stop. Pittsburgh trying to bank it out, and they do. And Ristolainen has to try and hurry back. Rust is right on his heels, and Ristolainen is able to recover. And Ristolainen trying to create a breakout here, gets it to Sanheim. Sanheim into the offensive zone, shoots, and that's a stop by one of the Pittsburgh Penguins players. And now trying to get it into the offensive zone. Let's see here. And Philadelphia's got it, and they loop it back around. 25 seconds left in the first period. Shea's got it for the Penguins, and Shea is going to get a little bit to the Pittsburgh Penguins, and he gets it out. Philadelphia's got it now, and they're just outside their own zone, and they bring it back into their own zone. Sanheim's got it. There's 10 seconds left. Tries to break out free, tipped in front. And oh no, it's not tipped in front. It's just going to be sent down the ice. 7.5 seconds left, and the Penguins are going to get an offensive zone face-off draw. So very interesting to note there. Let's see. Very interesting physical game so far, but still scoreless with 7 seconds left in the first period. So very interesting to note there. So far, a very interesting game, but no goals. So, yep, we're just in a little bit of a break here, waiting for the face-off draw. They're just showing some of the physicality that's happened today. Offensive face-off draw. Pittsburgh gets it to the point, gets it back to Tang, I think it is. Shot, and that's wide. And that is the first period over. First period ended, and the Pittsburgh Penguins and Philadelphia Flyers are scoreless. Very interesting note there. First 41 games, 2 scoreless first periods. This series has had 2 scoreless first periods. So very interesting to note there in Flyers and Penguins playoff games. So they've not had very many scoreless first periods in their history of playing each other in the playoffs. And this year, they do. So very interesting to note there. But it's a scoreless game, so very interesting to note there. And we are in intermission. So hold on, let me move some things around here and change it to intermission. Just give me a second here, guys. Let's see. Hold on a minute here. It's right here. And this will go to intermission. Okay, so it's intermission right now between the Penguins and the Flyers in a scoreless game. So very interesting to note there. Once again, I do appreciate all of you guys tuning in. If you guys can tune into the live stream, I do apologize for any sort of connection issues, and I do apologize for any sort of buffering. I do apologize for that. And once again, hopefully we'll be a little bit better tomorrow when we do Utah Vegas. But still, some very interesting games so far in this one. So very interesting to note there. Let's just see here. Let me see if I can try and get some things up here. We should have the Senators game starting. So let me see how that game's going right now as we are in intermission of Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. Yes, Ottawa, Carolina has started. Carolina is actually on a power play right now. We'll check out this game for a couple minutes here with it being an intermission. So Carolina is trying to shoot, and they have 1:45 left of power play time. Blake in the offensive zone to one of the Kings players, back to Blake, a cross shot, and I think that was blocked by Ottawa, and they're going to get that puck out, so that's good. So we should put the Ottawa Senators game in the first period. Let's see here, this one, and let's see, first period. Okay, hold on a minute here, guys. Let me just try and readjust things, and this should be good. Let's just double check here. And it's good. Okay. So it's the first period right now between Carolina and Ottawa. Carolina is still on a power play. It is intermission in our game between the Penguins and the Flyers. So you're not missing anything right now, and you won't be for the next 15 minutes. Carolina does have a shot, and it's stopped. Ehlers across, trying to get it back to the point. They do. One of the Carolina Hurricanes along the right wall, back to below the goal line. Back shot, score! Carolina opens the scoring. And it is, oh my gosh, it's Logan Stankoven again. Power play goal, Carolina, Logan Stankoven with Tkachuk in the box, and the Carolina Hurricanes take the early. My gosh, Stankoven has been all over the ice in this first round series between the Canes and the Senators. Stankoven has a goal, an assist in the first game, also has a goal in the secondary game. So very interesting to note there. And the Canes are going to take an early 1-0 lead. Let's change that up here. Hold on a minute here, guys. Let's see. One. Hold on here. And yes, the Carolina Hurricanes now lead the Ottawa Senators 1-0. So very interesting to note there. What a great game so far it's been here. Yeah, so intermission where it got first period. So very interesting to note there. Like I said, it's a very interesting game so far in between Carolina and Ottawa. And Carolina's charging again. That line of Hall, Blake, and Stankoven has been money for Carolina early on in this series. They're already up to 8 shots and 13 minutes left in the first period. That's more than this game combined. Combined, they have 6 shots. Carolina already has 8. So very interesting to note there. The Carolina Hurricanes trying to win and take a 2-0 series lead in this one. So very interesting to note there. Let's see. Ottawa is trying to get back. Carolina's got it. Yep, power play goal from Carolina thanks to Logan Stankoven. So very interesting to note there. Let's see here. Carolina trying to stretch feed, and it's going to roll into their own zone, into Ottawa's zone. Ottawa trying to loop it back up. Pinto across. One of the other Senators kick it. Carolina dumps it back in the zone. And now along the wall, Carolina's got it again, trying to get across. Blake's got it. Blake trying to wrap around. Shot stopped. And Sanderson, nice play, get away from Hall. Now the Ottawa Senators break out. Amadio to one of the Ottawa Senators on the other side. And now they loop it back. Carolina's got it, and now it's a breakout for Carolina. Hall just chips it down, and they're going to go for a line change. So very interesting to note there. And just doing a little bit of Carolina-Ottawa here, as we are in intermission between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. Jordan Spence is behind the net as Ottawa makes their own change. Spence tries to stretch for Greg, can't. Let's see, no icing call though. Fighting in the corner, and the Carolina Hurricanes got the puck back. Trying to loop it back in. Spence got it. And now he doesn't. Carolina has the puck in the offensive zone. Stall. Cannot get it anywhere. And now it's across to Martinook, but Ottawa intercepts. Ottawa trying to get it past, could not. Now they enter the offensive zone. Across, Cozens has some space, and he's taken off the puck by one of the Carolina Hurricanes players. Martinook gets across, and they just dump it down the ice. And now Sanderson's got it. Across, maybe a streak in Cozens again here. Cozens trying to get a shot, and I think that was stop rebound, and it's loose in the crease. And I think Anderson has it. How did the puck not go in? More rough stuff after the whistle. That was a beautiful opportunity for the Ottawa Senators to get back in this game. Another great save by Frederik Andersen. He has been on fire since being named the playoff starter for the Carolina Hurricanes. My gosh, that was a really good attempt for Ottawa, and they cannot put it in. It's just not great stuff there from the Ottawa Senators. We'll see how things go here. They're just going to show the replays here. Cozens gets it across to Giroux. Nice stop. And then once again, Batherson tried to squeak it behind. They go to commercial break. We're in intermission here between the Pennsylvania teams. Very interesting to note there. So very interesting stuff here. So once again, I do apologize for any sort of interruptions or buffering issues. I do apologize for any of that, but we're trying to do our best here. So very interesting to note there. Hold on a minute here, guys. Let's see if we can get some things up and running here. I am trying to make this a little bit better, so I do apologize for that. Again, commercial on the Senators game and intermission on the Penguins game. So very interesting to note there. So it's a very interesting game so far between the Pennsylvania teams and between Carolina and Ottawa. So very interesting to note there. No chats. Once again, if you guys want to leave a chat down below, I'd really appreciate it. It really does help with the channel. So I do appreciate it if you guys left a chat, left a comment. Once again, if you guys can, I really appreciate it. I do apologize for all of the buffering and things like that. Once again, we are in commercial for Ottawa and Carolina, and we are in intermission for the Pennsylvania teams. So nothing going on right now. Later today, we do have a couple of games between the Dallas Stars, Minnesota Wild, and the Oilers and the Ducks. So some very interesting games happening later today, as we are going to have some very interesting game action over the next little bit. Just let me check something out here. Hold on a minute here, guys. Let's see. Yep, we're trying to get this game stream back up here. And it's still a commercial between Ottawa and Carolina. So very interesting to note there. Hold on a minute here, guys. Let's see. Yep. Okay, so we started there. So once again, I appreciate all of you guys who have joined in, who have viewed it, who've liked the video, who subscribed. Tell your friends the best hockey content on YouTube is right here at the End-to-End Hockey channel. So very interesting note there. Carolina has done a massive job of keeping the puck out of their own zone. They're showing some of their unreal stops and unreal plays so far in this series between the Canes and the Senators. So very interesting to note there. Let's see. Svechnikov roughing. Oh, Svechnikov's actually called for a roughing call here. Oh, so the Senators are going to the power play. Senators are on the power play. Back to the point. And Carolina's going to get it. Chatfield clears it down the ice. Nice play from Carolina as they're trying to call off this Ottawa Senators power play. So very interesting to note there. Let's see what else happens here. Batherson gets it. Trying to find some room in front. Cozens gets it around to Batherson. Batherson trying to feed it back. Can't. Slavin's all over him. Chatfield clears it again. Another nice play from Jalen Chatfield on the penalty kill. He has been on fire to start this penalty kill for the Canes. A minute 20 left on the power play for Ottawa as they try and regroup. Sanderson passes it back, and now here comes, I think, Claude Giroux. No, Batherson. Batherson bringing it into the offensive zone. Leaves it for Stützle. Stützle gets it back to the, and it's intercepted by Carolina and cleared back down the ice. Come on, Ottawa. Allmark's going to get it, loop it back around, and I think he gets it across to Chabot. Chabot trying to set something up here in the defensive zone, gets it back to, I think that's Pinto, and it's intercepted by Carolina, and Ottawa's going to recover the puck, dump it down the ice. Ottawa's power play is not looking good right now. Not great stuff there at all for the Ottawa Senators. Let's see here. And Allmark's going to get the puck back. Let's see. Chabot's got it. Chabot back to one of the other Ottawa Senators players. And they are going to just try and get it back into the offensive zone. And I think that Giroux fighting for it in the corner. There's like 6 players in the puck. And the puck is still being fought for, still in the corner, and it stays in the offensive zone for a second. Carolina gets it. Nice play by Giroux. Gets it across to Foegele. Foegele dumps it back down the zone. And nope, Carolina's got it. Oh, maybe a little bit of a break here for Svechnikov. Out of the box. Trying to go one-on-one. Gets it around. And a nice, huge stop there. Svechnikov still has it. Shot, stopped by Allmark. Loops it around to the other side. Gostisbehere at the point to Svechnikov. Svechnikov shot, stopped, and now it's Nikishin. Nikishin to Svechnikov, back to Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere weaving and dancing around. Gostisbehere shot, and it's blocked by one of the Ottawa Senators players who gets out of the zone. That is a much-needed clear, but Carolina still got it. Gostisbehere clears it down to the zone and takes a nice Carolina bounce. Ottawa has some trouble getting to it. Carolina's got behind its net. Hall, it's this dangerous line again of Hall, Stankoven, and Blake. Hall once again fighting for in the corner. Stankoven across. And nice. Very, very close, but it's a missed call. So very interesting to note there. Hold on a sec here, guys. I'm just trying to see some things here. Let's see. Okay. Trying to get it back. And Ottawa, nice try for a pass. I think that's Giroux. Tries to dump it down. Stützle gets it. Stützle trying to protect the puck. He's hit off the puck. Slavin's got it. And a breakaway here ready for Carolina 3-on-2. The Canes trying to come in. Aho gets it. Svechnikov shot. And that one goes around the boards. Slavin's got it again. And loops it back around. Aho. Across. Shot by Svechnikov. Cannot put it home. And now the Ottawa Senators break out. Giroux. Across. Batherson shot stopped. That's behind the net. Stutzel's got it. Stutzel passes it across. Shot. One of the Ottawa Senators plays was blocked by Carolina, and the puck goes out of the zone. Ottawa has to regroup. Eller takes it, dumps it down the ice. Anderson behind his net to get it. Passes it across to one of his defenders. Back across to the other defender. Slavin's got it. Back across to the other defender for the Hurricanes, and they dump it down the ice. 7 minutes left in the first period. Carolina up 1-0 against Ottawa. And Carolina interception on and stopped. Let's see. Hold on a minute here, guys. Carolina Ottawa is going on right now. Ottawa trying to get something going. Try to get across to Zetterlund. Zetterlund does have it. Trying to get a sharp angle shot. And it's stopped by Anderson. Carolina's got it. Dumps it down the ice. Passes it back. Ottawa looking for something here. Tkachuk dumps it down the ice for Ottawa. And it takes a bounce. Ottawa on. What a recovery by the Carolina Hurricane defender. And now Ottawa's trying to keep it in the zone. Cannot. And Ottawa has to regroup in their own zone. Chabot trying a bank pass here. And it doesn't work, but Ottawa does recover the puck. Another try for a bank pass here. Once again, Carolina is right there. Ottawa just cannot get anything by them. Carolina, Walker dumps it down the ice. And is this an icing call or yes, an icing call in Carolina with 6 minutes left in the first period. Very interesting game so far between Carolina and Ottawa. And we shall go back and see how the Penguins Flyers game's going. Let's see if it's out of intermission. Just give me a second here, guys. Let's see. Penguins Flyers. Hold on a minute here, guys. I do apologize. Let's see. It's a commercial right now. So we'll stay here for the time being. For any updates, I will let you guys know. But at this current point, Carolina is up on Ottawa 1-0, and this game is scoreless. We are still an hour and a half away from the start of Stars Wild, and we are still 2 hours away from the start of Oilers and Ducks. So very interesting to note there. Hold on a minute here, guys. I'll try and see if I can get some things on here. Once again, I am sorry and I do apologize for anything of the stream quality like that. But I do appreciate all of you guys coming here and viewing my YouTube channel and viewing the game that we have here today between the Penguins and the Flyers. So I thank you for all of that. Once again, if you haven't already, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a chat down below. Tell your friends the best hockey content on here is on YouTube. So if you can, leave a like, leave a comment. It really does help with the channel. We are still on commercial break between the Pennsylvania teams as we still try and await something to happen here. So very interesting to note there. I do thank everyone for coming and tuning in. I do appreciate that. So we're just waiting right now for a commercial break. So not very much stuff to do here as well, as it's also a commercial break. So very interesting. If you guys want to leave a chat down below, I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on which game was most exciting yesterday. Was it the Penguins and Flyers game? Was it the Avs and Kings game? Was it the Habs and Bolts game, or was it the Mammoth and Knights game? 4 series that we are going to be seeing tomorrow for Game 2. So very interesting to know there. Those are some very interesting series, in my opinion. So I think those are going to be some really good series. Like Tampa, the amount of great stuff that they had was great. Like the amount of great games that they had was fantastic. Let's see if we can get some other things going here. Still a commercial here in the Pennsylvania game. Let's see if it's going to end. Yes, looks like we're about to start the second period here between the Penguins and Flyers. Probably after this commercial break, I want to say. So we'll stay here instead of going back to the Carolina-Ottawa game. But it does look like they're sort of just another commercial. Excuse me. So very interesting to note there. Hold on a minute here, guys. We should have this game back up in the very near future. So let's see here. Just give me a minute here, guys. And once again, I do appreciate all of you guys tuning in. I do appreciate that. I thank you for tuning into the live stream. Let's see here. Let's see. I just once again have another commercial at this point. Let's see. Let's see if the Carolina-Ottawa game's back on. Hold on a minute here, guys. Keen Sens, is that game back on? Let's see. Penguins Flyers. It does look like it's the start of the second period between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. Okay, we're going back here to the Penguins and the Flyers as this game is getting started for period number 2. So very interesting to note there. Let's see here. It's been a really great game so far. I mean, the Penguins have definitely done some good things trying to get the puck on net, but the Flyers are just so compact defensively. They're not getting anything on net. Dan Bladar has been sharp. Stuart Skinner and the few saves he's had to make has looked sharp. This is a very interesting low event game so far. Once again, I choose these games at random, sort of. So I was hoping this would be a little more of an offensive scoring fest sort of game, but it hasn't been so far. So very interesting to note there. Hold on a minute here, guys. I just want to check some things. Let's see. Hold on. Um, hmm. So we still have intermission here between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. It's just getting underway, so we'll actually change this right now back to period number 2. So let's see. It's this one right here. It's the second now. So the second, let's put that up there, and there we are. Let's just move this a little bit more middle. And that should be good. So we are now in the second period here between the Penguins and Flyers, and the puck is dropped. Ristolainen has it, tries to get it up to Tippett, and Tippett can't recover it. Flyers have it in the offensive zone, dump it in. It hits the corner, Tippett's got it, trying to fight with, I think that's Clifton. Shea's got it though, he's able to get the puck back, and the Penguins are going to dump it into the neutral zone. Pittsburgh's going to get it back. Raquel, and he misplayed it, Philadelphia's got the puck back. Sanheim, trying to get it across. And now it's Tippett, I think, or maybe that was Couturier. Pittsburgh's got the puck back in the defensive zone. Raquel across to, let's see here. And the Flyers are just looping back in their own zone. Philadelphia's got the puck. Konechny dumps it into the offensive zone, and Dvorak chases it. And Martone may have a little bit of a step here, but nope, Pittsburgh's going to recover and get the puck out. Crosby trying to get it, and he does. To Wotherspoon stops up, dumps it into the offensive zone. And now the Penguins are trying to recover the loose puck. Martone's going at it with Wotherspoon on the wall. Philadelphia's going to lob it back into the neutral zone. Pittsburgh's got it. In the defensive zone, backing up is one of the Penguins' defenders. Tries to get a little bit of a stretch feed here, misplays it. Philadelphia gets it back. Now Pittsburgh's got it a little bit here. Gets it across to Chinakhov, and Chinakhov loses the puck. And now here's Porter Martone, who just dumps it down. Flyers are trying to go after it. Let's see here. Chinakhov's got it. He dumps it back in. Interception. Oh, missed pass there. Nice try from Philadelphia. Puck goes back outside the zone. Philadelphia's got it. And maybe a break here. Philadelphia shot Michkov. Oh, and he's stopped by the glove of Stuart Skinner. Great glove stop there from Stuart Skinner, and he's going to be able to hold it. The shots are now 6-2 Philadelphia, so they must have readjusted that at the intermission, but really good glove stop there from Skinner on, I don't know who that was, but great stuff there from the Philadelphia Flyers as they are able to get at least a shot away here against the Pittsburgh Penguins. So let me see if I can get some things going here. Once again, if you can, leave a chat, leave a like. I really do appreciate you guys checking in the live stream. This looks like it's going to be a really solid defensive low-end scoring battle, so it'll be interesting to see. Back in the corner, Pittsburgh's got it. Hold on a minute here, guys. And Pittsburgh's got into the offensive zone. Number 25 for Pittsburgh, who is, I think that's Soderblom. Yeah, Soderblom. Try to fight for it. And the Soderblom gets it back to the point. Across to one of the other Penguins players. I think that's Mantha. And now it's back around the zone. And they get back to the point. Shot by Mantha. Blocked. Pittsburgh does recover the puck, though. Girard looping back around. Trying to get to the point. Does splash from the point. I think that didn't get through. And Philadelphia is going to clear the puck all the way down the zone. This is probably going to be icing. So very interesting to note there. We'll just try and see all these numbers here. See, Lazot's 46, Kindell's 81, Doer's 19, Chinikov's 59, and Charlie's 50. Okay, so that was a good shot from Mantha, but it looks like it, I think, hit one of the Flyers. It either hit Soderblom or Michkov. It was only one of those two guys up over there. So a nice try from Mantha. It was blocked in front, and now an offensive zone face-off draw for the Pittsburgh Penguins. So very interesting to note there. I think Cates is taking this draw against Achari. So Cates and Achari in the face-off draw, and a puck goes to the point. At the point, I think, and it was wide. And now Achari's trying to get it. Achari loops it back around. Weatherspoon at the point, gets it back to Carlson, gets it back below the goal, and now is trying to fight for it. Lazot's in there. I think that's Ristolainen in there too. A couple of Penguins do get the puck back. Pittsburgh trying to get it, and Philadelphia does get it out. Nice play from Philadelphia as they go off on a line change, but maybe not a great line change here. Weatherspoon gets it back, dumps it back into the offensive zone. And Pittsburgh's going to get it. Oh, Vladar was out of position. Nice play from Vladar, but a terrible mistake almost. Raquel's got it to Novak. Novak in the corner with, I think, Zegras as a couple of Penguins and Flyers fight for the loose puck. And Sealer, oh, he took someone down to the ice. Is that going to be a penalty? Let's see. Pittsburgh to the point. Shot, and that's wide. Raquel, he's got a puck back. Across, yeah, the Flyers are hemmed into this zone. Barkey, Sealer, Ristolainen, Zegras, and Forster can't get out of their own zone. Now they do. And here comes Ristolainen, who just puts it on net. Forster dumps the puck in for Zegras, who goes out after Shea with a huge hit below the goal line. And now on the wall, shot, stopped, spurs it up. Great stop by Stuart Skinner. Huge stop there, must-needed stop, and a big one there for the Pittsburgh Penguins to just sort of slow the game down a little bit. So really good stuff there from the Penguins. Just checking a couple things here. I do appreciate all of you guys tuning in. I really do appreciate that. Let's see, Vladar with a nice stop. Oh no, it didn't even get stopped. That was just a deflection wide, so not great stuff there. So very interesting to hear. So the face-off to the left of the face-off to the right of Stuart Skinner here, and the offensive zone for the Philadelphia Flyers after Skinner covered up the puck. So we shall see how this sort of one goes. Shots are 8-2 Philadelphia at this current point in time. Philadelphia is going to win it, but it's a no draw. The draw doesn't count. We're going to redo the draw, so we'll see who wins this one. Pittsburgh, some of the coaches and staff talking to their players, and the Flyers, the Penguins do win this one. Crosby gets it back, and Pittsburgh's going to recover. Letang gets it across, and Rust's got it. Rust across. Girard, point! Oh, it stopped. Point. Crosby's got it back across to Rust, and I think he shot wide. Still has it at the point, and now he loses it. Philadelphia trying to get something going here, and Philadelphia's going to get it and just dump it down as they go off on the line change. Skinner's going to get behind his net and set up Chris Letang. Letang heads off the boards, trying to get it deep, and Vladar's now got it behind his own net. And let's see, last shot on goal was with 11:43 left of the first period for the Pittsburgh Penguins. It has been a while since they have taken a shot on goal. It's been all Philadelphia's to start this period. It looks like they might have a penalty here or offside. There might be a penalty on this play. Just give me a second here, guys. Let's see what the call is here. Hold on a minute. And it looks like Porter Martone is going to the bench, not the penalty box. They're just once again highlighting the fact that Martone's had a really great transition from college to pros, so he's been really good. That might have been an offside call, not a penalty. So just give me a second here to figure out what's being called. Yeah, it's just going to be a face-off draw in the neutral zone. So yeah, just must have been like an offside call or a hand pass or something like that. But the Philadelphia Flyers, Pittsburgh Penguins scoreless. Flyers outshooting the Penguins 7-2, 15-13, 15-12 left in the second period. Let's see. Hold on a minute here, guys. Kindell, he's got it. Tries to backtrack it. Nice pass. Carlson's got it, and he loops it back in. Let's see. They're just saying that Game 2 is on now between the Sens and Canes, and they are, and the Carolina Hurricanes are cruising. So very interesting to note there. Pittsburgh Penguins trying to get it over there. Let's see here. Philadelphia does have it. Forster tries to dump it in, and he does. Pittsburgh's got it behind their own net, loops it back, and they're just going to wait behind their own net and try and set something up. Tries to stretch feed here, and it just goes wide. I think that's York who's going to get it out. And now Philadelphia's got it. And I think that might have been an offside call or something. Let's just see what happened here. That's another stoppage in play with 14:26 left in the second period. So very interesting so far. It looks like there is a penalty here. I think. maybe too many men actually on one of the teams. I think it might be Pittsburgh who's going to get a too many men infraction. Let's see here. Just give me a second here, guys. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, there might be six players on the ice there. So it looks like the Penguins are going to go to the penalty box for too many men infraction. So not great news there for the Penguins. Let's see how this is going to go. Just give me a second here, guys. Let's see. Hold on a minute. I'm just going to try something else here. Looks like Penguins are going to still being called, I think. Just give me a minute here, guys. Let's see. They're just talking on the bench at this point. Let's see. Yes, Philadelphia power play for 2 minutes. It's Chinikov who I think was in the box there. So very interesting to note there. Let's see. Yeah, Chinikov's in the box. I think it was a too many men infraction. Philadelphia Flyers on the power play. Haven't had very much power play opportunities in this game. At the point, Drysdale gets across to the right wing to Martone. Martone to Forrester. Forrester trying to find some sort of space. Martone shot. Stopped by Stuart Skinner with the glove. Another nice stop from Stuart Skinner, and he needed to have that one. Huge stop there from Skinner. So let's see if I can change some things up here. Let's see if that works. So really good stuff there. Great puck movement and just a really good glove stop by Stuart Skinner. That was a fantastic stop. So let's see. Pittsburgh, Philadelphia fought in the offensive zone. Puck still in some skates. There's like 5 of the players in there right now trying to get the puck out. And the puck finally squirts out. Martin Lazat in the corner trying to get to it. And Pittsburgh's going to... No, Philadelphia buys him off the puck. Nice play from Cates. Zegras to the point. Oh, what a keep in from, I think that was Drysdale, Forrester. To Martone, shots, can't put it short, slide on Skinner. And now Letang, I think's got it. And the Penguins are going to get it and clear it out. Big clear there from the Pittsburgh Penguins. Huge clear there from the Pittsburgh Penguins. Drysdale's got it. To Martone. And he can't feed into the offensive zone. Pittsburgh intercepts it and clears it back down the ice. Vladar's got it. Just above his goal crease. And now Drysdale. It's back to Drysdale. Drysdale driving up. Drysdale to Tippett. Tippett feeds it front. Drysdale's got it. Just to the right corner on your screen. Let's see here. Trying to fight for it. Rust and Konechny's got it. And it's to the point and cleared again by the Pittsburgh Penguins. What a good kill so far from the Penguins. Michkov in the middle of the zone. Gets it in. Michkov loops around the goal, and he's still got the puck on the other side. Gets it to the point, and that's once again escapes Tippett and goes right back down the ice. 17 seconds left in this power play for the Philadelphia Flyers. Ristolainen passes up to Konechny, tries to get it to Dvorak, and it's cleared by Pittsburgh again, and that should do it. Power play over. Great stuff from the Pittsburgh Penguins PK. Philadelphia looping back in their in the defensive zone, and Konechny's got it. Crosses it. Nice play. Konechny across, and hold on. And the Philadelphia Flyers have it in the offensive zone. Nice play, and it goes back out. The Philadelphia Flyers cannot gain the offensive zone at this point. Wow, this series we do not have a power play goal. They are 0 for 9 combined. Another nice shot from Pittsburgh, gloved by Vladar, and some more rough stuff happening with the shots now 9-4 Philadelphia and a scoreless second period. So very interesting to note there. Let's see if we can get some things going here. Hold on a minute. Once again, I am just going to try and update you guys on the Canes and Senators game. See if I can update you guys on that. Let's see here. Just give me 1 minute here, guys. Let's see. Philadelphia. We are on I think it's commercial break. Yes, we are on commercial break, so you are not missing a thing in what is a scoreless second period between the Penguins and the Flyers. So very interesting to note there. Let's see. Just double checking here. So Barkey's 52, Cates is 27, Couturier is 14. Yep. Glendenning's 41. Okay, I didn't know that. Hathaway's 19, Michkov 39, Tippett 74, Zegras 46. Then 8, 6, 9, those ones all look the same from this vantage point. Juleson is 47 for the Flyers. Okay, that's interesting. And Steelers 24, we're still 55. Okay, let's see scores here for a second here. Let's see, Sens and Canes. It's end of one, so we should put that into the second period because it's just about to start. So just give me a minute here, guys. I will change that one here to the second period now. Let's see a minute here, guys. This one's going to go to the second period, which is starting in a minute between the Canes and the Senators. Okay, so that is good. So we should now have the Canes Sens in the second period. We're still just over an hour away from the start of Stars Wild, and we're just over an hour and a half away from the start of Oilers Ducks. So some very interesting games that are going to be happening later today. We shall see if the Wild or Stars win that game. Once again, if you can, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a chat. Love to comment with you guys and chat with you guys about what you guys think of these videos so far. What do you think of the live stream, and what do you think of the game so far? They're just talking to Erik Karlsson right now, so we'll wait and see for the continuation of the game. Just give me a second here, guys. So we are still in the second period. I think there's still over halfway to go in the second period. So that is 1-0 Carolina, end of one. So very interesting note there. I'll try and keep you guys up to date with the Canes Sens, and if the game finishes after the start of it, the Stars and Wild game, I will try and keep you guys up to date with those things. Let's see how this one's going. It's an offensive zone face-off draw for Pittsburgh with 11:57 left in the second period. So very interesting note there. It is between Kindell and I can't see the Flyer who's taking the face-off dot. And the puck goes, nope. They are going to wait here. Let's see. Hold on a minute here, guys. Chinakhov is going to try and get it. Can't. Crosby shot on the puck goes up. I think that was a nice stop from Vladar, but he pushed off the net, and they're going to get another stoppage here. Nice try from Crosby, trying to go short side. Vladar pushes off the net. So, very interesting note there. I'm not sure if this is going to be a delay of game penalty or not. I'm not sure if Vladar did that intentionally or not, but a nice shot from Crosby, trying to get the Penguins on the board. And yeah, just a nice shot, trying to go short side, trying to go above his mask. Cannot. Vladar pushes off, and the puck comes out. So I don't think this will be an interference call or anything. I think that was an accident from Vladar. But yeah, very interesting note there. We will get another offensive zone face-off draw between Crosby and between Tippett, I think. Oh no, Couturier. I think that's Couturier. Couturier and Crosby in the face-off dot, and Philadelphia wins it. And Pittsburgh's going to keep it into the offensive zone. Philadelphia gets it back, and Philadelphia can't clear, and it goes up and out of the zone. So a nice try from Philadelphia to clear. Could not. I'm going to get another offensive zone faceoff draw for Pittsburgh to the right of Dan Vladar with 11:40 left now in the second period. So very interesting to note there, as we have been having some very interesting game action here. Once again, to the right of Dan Vladar. Let's see what happens here. Once again, leave a chat down below if you like the stream, if you think there's anything I can do to improve it, and if you're excited for playoff hockey. The Flyers do win this again. Ristolainen off the boards. Can't clear it, though. Pittsburgh creeps in at least for a couple of seconds. Ristolainen gets it. So the other point, Shea's going to keep it in for the Penguins. Rust's got it, and Rust has it in the boards. Fighting with Couturier is Chinakhov, trying to jar the puck loose. And now Chinakhov's playing with two Flyers players. He does get around the zone. And now Pittsburgh's trying to get it. They do keep it in. To the point, shot, and another nice stop from Dan Vladar. So both goalies have been brilliant in this game when they've been called upon, and we still have a scoreless game now, 11:09 left in the second period. So very interesting to note there. Once again, I do appreciate all of you guys in for this video. I do appreciate it. Once again, I am sorry. It's a little bit everywhere right now. I did have to start the stream late because this is my first time using this computer. Also, my first time doing a play-by-play sort of video. So I do apologize for all of this stuff. But once again, I'm hoping that tomorrow's live stream between Utah and Vegas and the live streams going forward will be a little bit better. But I do apologize for it being a little bit buffery and that. So we should hopefully have it fixed by tomorrow. Now we should have Philadelphia-Pittsburgh here. Philadelphia's got it. And Pittsburgh going to intercept a shot. Stopped by Vladar. Oh, a nice stop from Dan Vladar. In the corner to the right of Dan Vladar. Gets it to the point. Another Penguins player, Malkin's got it. To Girard, shots, and it goes wide. Malkin's going to get it back, and Philadelphia's going to pick it off his stick. Pittsburgh's going to get it back to the point. Girard to Letang. To Girard. Oh, he can't keep the blue line and has to retreat. Nice try from Letang to get it to Girard, but he just cannot. Girard trying to get away from one of the Flyers forwards. And Pittsburgh's going to recover and regroup. Novak darting into the offensive zone for the Flyers. Nice try by Novak, but he tried to go through too many. Philadelphia got back. Pittsburgh in the defensive zone trying to get up, and they can't. Philadelphia with another intercept. Girard's got it, and he's going to dump it down. Maybe a break here. So close for, I think that was Erik Karlsson. Let's see. Philadelphia's got it. 10 minutes, we're reaching the halfway point of this game, and was a scoreless second period between the Penguins and the Flyers. Oh, no. Lizotte with a nice try. Another nice hit. And now it's Forrester. Forrester, one-on-one, tries to get it behind Wotherspoon. And they're fighting for it in the corner. One of the Penguins get it, and he gets hammered in the boards. Forrester cannot get it. Now the Penguins trying to break out. Kindell. Let's see. Kindell. I think that's Kindell. Shots. Stopped. And goes wide. Philadelphia's got it again. Philadelphia. And they dump it down the ice. This might be an icing call, and it is. 9:29 left in the second period. We have an icing call between the Penguins and the Flyers. So very interesting to know there. A nice try from Kindell, trying to go up into this, trying to go and get a shot away. They're just showing the playoff picture right now with Carolina, Philadelphia, Minnesota, and Colorado all having 1-0 series leads. So very interesting to note there. Game twos, most of them will be going today and tomorrow, except for Edmonton, Anaheim, which will be going, I think, on Wednesday, if I am correct. So very interesting to note there. Some very interesting games are going to be coming up in the very near future. So we shall wait and see what happens there. Just let me check some things out here. Once again, I do appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. I thank you for all of that. Let's see. Hold on a minute here, guys. We got dots. I think that's Crosby against Zegras. Let's see here. Just give me a second here, guys. The Penguins, Chinakhov wraps it around. Karlsson point blast, and it goes wide. Pittsburgh tries to keep it in, and they can't. And they do. They do keep it in. Chinakhov, he's out there with Rustin Crosby right now, tries to get it back to Crosby, cannot. One of the Flyers players blocks it. And they're fighting for it in the corner on the left wall, on the far side wall on your TV screen, trying to go across. Chinakhov shot, stopped, and now maybe trying to get a break here. Zegras' body off the puck by Chinakhov, and Chinakhov's going to wait for everyone to recover. Gets it back to, I think that's Shea. Shea is going to get it in there. Crosby enters the offensive zone but loses the puck. Philadelphia gets it. Ristolainen back to Sanheim, trying to get a pass there, and he does. Across, intercepted. But he was falling down. Could not. Michkov gets it back. I think that's Barkey. Barkey trying to get in. Barkey just loops around the zone, and now Kindell's got it. Kindell tries to get to Mantha. Too many sticks in the way. Philadelphia is able to get it. And now, interception. Pittsburgh trying to get back. Shots! Stopped by Vladar, and Ristolainen is going to get it. And Philadelphia's now got it back in the getting out of the defensive zone. There might be an elbowing call here or something. No elbowing call. I'm surprised. That looked like a clear-cut elbow. Pittsburgh's got it. At the point, shot stopped by Vladar. Pittsburgh's got it once again. Kindell's got it. At the point, shot stopped. And now Philadelphia's got it, and they're trying to leave, and they can't clear it out. Kindell, back across, trying to get it. Shot Mantha, and it's another stop from Vladar. They're jamming away at it, and Philadelphia is going to get the whistle. Sanheim hits Kindell a couple of times after Kindell tried to jam away at the loose puck in Vladar's skate, in Vladar's pads. So very interesting to note there. Really good stuff so far from the Flyers and the Penguins, but it's been a scoreless game. So not much that they've been able to do to get the puck on the net. So very interesting to note there. We do have Wild versus Stars later today, which is going to be a very exciting game. I might have should have done that one if the way this game's going. Been a very low event game. We've had a couple of shots, a couple of penalties taken, lots of rough stuff, which once again, you're in the Battle of Pennsylvania. That's something you're going to expect. But interesting to note there so far. So very interesting. Pittsburgh, Philadelphia scoreless right now. Let's take an update here on the Canes and Senators. We are in commercial, so you're not missing anything. So I'm going to head over quickly here to the Canes and Sens game and see if I can see how that game's going on right now. Let's see. Kane sends. They are in the second period now, right? They're also in commercial break, because of course they are. Okay, so I guess both games are currently in commercial break. So not much to be doing right now. Once again, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment down below. Once again, just let me check some things out here. Leave a. Hold on, you guys. I would love to hear your guys' opinion on what the best game so far has been. Was it the Buffalo game last year? Was it the Montreal game? Which game one was the best? Love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Hold on here. Yep, let me know down in the comments, down in the chat. Let me know which game was the best so far. Which game won? Hold on, which game won? Love to hear your guys' thoughts on this down in the comment section below. So if you can, leave a chat. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. And which game are you most looking forward to? Are you looking forward to one of the games today? Are you looking forward to one of the games tomorrow? And if you do, remember I am doing another live stream tomorrow between Utah and Vegas. So that's going to be a very interesting one. So we shall see. Once again, we're still in commercial break. So you're not missing a thing at this point in time. Let's see. We are back with Carolina Ottawa. They're just getting back into game action here. Just really quickly going to check the score and then head back to Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. Just give me 1 second here to see how the Carolina Ottawa game is going, and then we'll head back to our game in the Pittsburgh Penguins against the Philadelphia Flyers. Yeah, it's definitely been a really interesting game. They're just doing some flashbacks here to old Carolina Hurricanes games back in 2002 against the Toronto Maple Leafs, back when Brind'Amour was a player, not a coach. So we shall wait and see how this game's going. Like Carolina had the 1-0 lead over here. Let's see if there's any updates on that. So I haven't heard any updates yet. So let's just double check. This might be the start of the second period. Let's just double check here. Hold on a minute here, guys. I'm just going to see if the Canes and Senators, what the score is here. So I really do appreciate you guys. Let's see. They're on the face-off dot. And yeah, they're just beginning the second period. Okay, so very interesting. Just beginning the second period, Carolina and Ottawa. So very interesting note there. And we shall head back to our game, which is Penguins and Flyers. Let's see here. And the Flyers do have it behind their own net to the point. I think that's York shots, and that didn't get through. Couturier's got it, trying to keep it in. They do have, and the puck goes out of the zone. Philadelphia's got it, trying to get it into the offensive zone. They do. Ristolainen dumps it in, but Pittsburgh's able to get it. Loop back around the boards. Philadelphia's there first. Dvorak's got it to Martone. Back to Dvorak. He has a little bit of space. Trying to get Konecny shot blocked. Martone scores! Porter Martone again! What a goal! Fantastic puck movement from Dvorak, Konecny, and Martone. And for the second consecutive game, the Philadelphia Flyers have opened the scoring. What a beauty from Porter Martone. My gosh, he had a wicked shot. Dvorak had it behind the net. Martone was able to keep it alive. Dvorak, he got it to Konecny shot, and then Martone with a beautiful backhand goal. What a goal from Martone. He had nothing but net. Skinner was way out of his net trying to stop Konecny's shots. And the Flyers opened the scoring with 6 minutes left in the second period. And this Martone kid is looking like a lethal player. Second player in franchise history for the Flyers with a goal in each of his first 2 career playoff games, joining Todd Berggren, who did it in 1985. What a start to his playoff career for Porter Martone. He has been amazing. Unreal stuff from Martone, and Flyers open the scoring. They once again dump down the puck. Pittsburgh's going to get it, try and get away. Martone, of course, with the goal. Crosby, he lost in his skates. Maybe a break here for Philadelphia. Pitt's got it along the left, along the closest wall side. Tries to get it in, and trying to hit it short side, cannot. Now Pittsburgh's breaking out. Pittsburgh stops up. Gets it back. Nice pass back shot. And I think that was stopped by Vladar. Just missed wide. And now Wotherspoon's got back in his own zone. Back across to Crosby. And they're going for a line change here. So they're just going to try and reset Wotherspoon. And he's going to lose the puck. Philadelphia dumps it back into the defensive zone. Offensive zone for them. Penguins defensive zone. And Pittsburgh's just going to try and regroup again. Like Philadelphia suffered. If Philadelphia gets a lead, they cannot be stopped. At this point, that defense is suffocating the life out of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Philadelphia's got it. Mantha can't keep it, but he does. Shots, and Soderblom just missed. And now it is back to the point for Girard. I think that's Letang. Back to Mantha. Mantha trying to loop back in front. Mantha behind the net, trying to protect the puck. Mantha backhand, and it's blocked in front. Letang's able to recover. Letang to keep it into the offensive zone. A pass across. I think that's Achari. And Soderblom. Soderblom, nice try, trickles across the crease. And now Pittsburgh's got it. Kindell cannot keep it in. Now he does. Now he doesn't. Philadelphia might have a break here. There might be a breakaway. Nope. A nice shot, though, but stopped by Stuart Skinner with 4:36 left in the second period. And now a 1-0 Flyers lead thanks to the heroic backhanded effort from Porter Martone. What a beautiful goal there from Martone. And I think we're going to commercial break with the Penguins now down 1-0 to the Philadelphia Flyers. Very interesting to note there. Hold on a minute here, guys. It's now 1-0 for the Philadelphia Flyers. So we'll change that up. And the Philadelphia Flyers have taken the 1-0 lead. Beautiful start here from Philadelphia. Let's see here. Once again, if you guys can, leave a chat down below. Love to hear your guys' opinion on all of this. I do appreciate it. So thank you for all of you guys tuning in. I really do appreciate all of that. Let's see here. We do have, it's a commercial break. Let's go see how the Canes and Sens are doing. Let's see if there's a score update there. Let's see, Canes Sens. Let's see how this game's going. And Carolina and Ottawa still 1-0. Early second period between the Canes and the Sens. Just going to stay here for like 1 or 2 seconds. And then we'll head back to the Pennsylvania game once the commercial's over. Looks like Zetterlund took a hit or a puck or something. He's hunched over on the bench. Let's see. Sanderson's got it to Spence. Spence across to Stützle to Eller, maybe a break here for Lars Eller, and he's going to loop it back in front. And they can't beat Anderson again. Ottawa's got it along the wall, trying to loop away from one of the Carolina Hurricane players. Let's see. Shot stopped by Anderson. What do the Senators have to do to get a puck past Frederik Anderson? This is over 3 periods, over 4 periods, and they don't have a goal. Oh my gosh. Another nice play. Batherson got it to Giroux, and Giroux laid into one, and Anderson could not, and Anderson stopped it. Anderson stopped it again. We'll go back to the Pennsylvania game, but I'm starting to have very big concerns about Ottawa being able to beat Frederik Anderson because they cannot for the life of them. Yeah, it looks like we are back here between the Penguins and the Flyers. 4.5 minutes left in the second period. Shots are 12-10 Philadelphia, and they're up 1-0 with an offensive zone face-off draw to the right of Stuart Skinner. Shot, Philadelphia, and it's wide. Pittsburgh's going to recover the puck, and they dump it down the ice. Sealer's got it. Tries to pass it back, and he gets it back. Sealer to one of his forwards, loses the puck. Nice try from Dewar, and he can't hit it. The fourth line's out there for Pittsburgh right now. Board battle on the wall. Dewar's taken down to the ice. Nothing called, or maybe there is something called. Dewar was taken down to the ice. Not sure if that's like a tripping call or something. Let's see here. Dewar's going back to the bench. This might be a penalty call here on the Flyers. And yes, it is. Glenn Denning's going to the box for, I think it's cross-checking. Very interesting to note there. Penguins are going to eat. Both teams have been crappy on the power play. Yeah, just a bad cross-check took Dewar down. And now the Penguins are going back on the power play with a chance to tie this game back up. So a huge possibility here for the Pittsburgh Penguins to get back into this game with a huge power play looming right now. Pittsburgh needs it. Pittsburgh needs it badly. Let's see if they can get some sort of goal here. Let's see. Hold on here, guys. Regular season against the Flyers, 7 for 18. So far, 0 for 5. So yeah, they were a lot better in the regular season than where Malkin shot, and it goes wide. I think I might have actually defended off his stick. Goes off play. And the Pittsburgh Penguins are going to get another offensive zone to the right of Dan Vladar. The face-off dot closest to your screen on your home viewing service on Sportsnet. So very interesting note there. Let's see, Crosby and Raquel, and they're trying to fight for it. Philadelphia gets it, clears it. Another nice place. They can't get any offense going. Pittsburgh's got it. Yeah, 0 for 9 so far in the series, trying to not be 0 for 10 combined. Carlson's got it. Nice pass to Malkin, who feeds it through. Rust in the corner, being bodied by two Flyers. One of the Flyers loops it around. Carlson holds the line. Carlson to Malkin. Malkin back to Carlson at the point. Carlson back to Malkin. Malkin looking for some sort of a lane. Pass it across to Carlson. Can't handle it. Philadelphia's got it. And they clear it. This might be a break for the Flyers. They're just wasting time. Couturier to the point. Shot by one of the Flyers, and it's stopped by Skinner. That was almost a breakaway for Sean Couturier. Rust trying to get across, and there was a Flyer stick in front. Cleared again. 57 seconds left on the ensuing Pittsburgh power play. Erik Karlsson across to Brian Rust, to Rickard Rakell, to Thomas Novak. Novak, let's see, he gets it to the point. Letang trying to get some sort of a passing lane here. Rust, shot, and it's blocked. Shot again, they can't find it. And Philadelphia clears it. 32 seconds on the power play. 2:42 left in the second. And the Penguins cannot find offense. Letang trying to drive into the offensive zone does. Letang going in. Loops it around. Gets it across. And Philadelphia's going to get there. This might be a break for Philadelphia. And Skinner's going to go around, play the puck. Smart play there from Skinner. But he can't get it in far enough. Tippett's going to hold the line. Tippett, and they fall down. This might be a 2-1 shot. Score! Short-handed goal. Number 19. What a play from the Flyers. Tippett, relentless forecheck. And Garnet Hathaway puts home the second goal of the game for the Philadelphia Flyers with 2:17 left in the second period. The Flyers are destroying the Penguins. They have a suffocating defense. And now they have a couple of goals. This is going to be insurmountable, it seems like, for Pittsburgh. Short-handed goal, wide open net for Garnet Hathaway. What a forecheck from Tippett. And the Flyers are up 2-0. 5 seconds left on the Pittsburgh power play. I was not expecting this. What a statement from Philadelphia in the second period. Unreal stuff from the Philadelphia Flyers. They are clicking right now. Really good stuff there from Philadelphia. Pittsburgh's got in the offensive zone. Gets it across. Girard holds the line. Penalty is now over. And Vladar reaches up with the glove. Takes it down. We'll get a whistle here. 2:04 left in the second period. And now a 2-0 Philadelphia Flyers lead. What a game it's been for Philadelphia. This sort of team, the Flyers, they sort of seem to me like a team who, if they get a 1 or 2 goal lead, they're going to shut things down to the point where they're going to suffocate the defense. Like, at this point, I'm having very, very hard time believing Pittsburgh's going to come back from this. Pittsburgh's already down 1-0 in the series. They cannot afford to go 2-0 down back to Philadelphia. They can't afford that. Philadelphia's going to dump it down to the offensive zone. Pittsburgh's going to get it. Karlsson being hounded by one of the Philadelphia Flyers forwards. Gets it across, tipped in front. Vladar has it. Goes tipped right on Vladar, and Vladar covers up. So great stuff there from Vladar. Great game so far from Vladar. He's pitching the shutout for the Philadelphia Flyers. Yeah, really great game there from Tippett. Like, that was an insane hounding of the puck from Owen Tippett on the shorthanded goal from Garnet Hathaway. Like, he bodied off a couple of Penguins defenders, and there was just nothing but net for Garnet Hathaway off that pass. That play was all made by Tippett. What a beautiful play from Tippett on the offensive zone goal. And really good stuff there. Pittsburgh's going to get it. Philadelphia, puck. Rakell trying to get shot, short angle shot, stopped by Vladar. Philadelphia is going to get the puck, and they get it out, and they're going to dump it in. Nice play from Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's going to get the puck back behind their own net, and they get it back up. Crosby to Ristolainen dumps it down, touched up by one of the Flyers players, kicked by Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh has the puck back. Oh, what a terrible play. Turnover. Philadelphia shot. And that, I think, was either blocked or stopped by Skinner. Girard, behind his own net, backhands it. Huge play there. 2 or fewer goals allowed for Philadelphia in the last 7 of 8 games as the puck goes back into the Pittsburgh zone. And once again, fighting for it, Pittsburgh's going to get there. Crosby gets it over to Rust, trying to get some sort of a breakout here. Rust dumps it in. Philadelphia got it. And they try to dump it down the ice, cannot. Philadelphia does recover, and they got in their own zone. 51 seconds left in the second period. What a game it's been for Philadelphia. Like, they are suffocating Pittsburgh's offense. They can't get anything. Pittsburgh trying to go back up again. Hold on a minute here, guys. Philadelphia's got it. That's Drysdale, I think. Philadelphia trying to get it across. Pittsburgh's going to get it up. Lizotte backhands it back to one of his defenders. Shea's got it, trying to get an outlet pass, and he does. Lizotte into the offensive zone, being hounded by a couple of Flyers. To the point. Shea gets it, shots, and that one I think went up into the netting. Yeah, puck went over to the glass. Shea trying to make something happen here. It's the 14th straw of the game for the Pittsburgh Penguins, and with 20 seconds left in the second period, it's a scoreless. It's a 2-0 Philadelphia lead, which we should change actually. Let's see, just right here. 2-0 Philadelphia. What a game from the Flyers. I was not expecting this. We do have a full slate of games tomorrow. Not me per se, but the NHL slate. We'll have Habs, Bolts, and Bruins Sabres in the afternoon. And then in the evening, we'll have the Knights, Mammoth, and the Avs Kings. I will be streaming the Knights, Mammoth game. So if you want to check in on that, I definitely suggest it. We should have a little bit better stream quality than today. Once again, it was a little bit hurried and things like that. So 20 seconds left. Offensive zone faceoff draw for the Penguins. Novak's taking it out there against Couturier. Novak is going to win the draw, and they can't get the puck. Let's see. Another board battle with four. Oh, wait, there's a stoppage in the play, and Konechny's down in a heap. I don't know. I'm up high. Konechny was down in a heap. He's going off the ice. I don't know if that's a penalty or not, but he definitely got hit by something. 14 seconds left. There's another scrum. Battle of Pennsylvania. Very interesting out there. Let's see. Hold on here. They're just showing the replay, and it looks like, Malkin's stick came up and whacked him in the face. Yeah, he just got whacked in the face by Malkin's stick. I hope he's okay. It looks like he might have hit his nose. Not great stuff there for Konechny as he's going off. I'm not sure if that was called a penalty or not. I think they might be assessing here. It looks like they're under-reviewing it, or they're reviewing it. It looks like it might be a power play for the Flyers with 14 seconds left, which, if it is for Pittsburgh, that can't happen. You can't be doing this with 14 seconds left, down 2-0 in the second period. You just can't. Not at this point. Let's see here just for a second here, guys. Just give me a second here, guys. Yeah, Malkin's stick definitely came up and caught Konechny high. I think they're just assessing if there's blood, and if so, if this might be a double minor for for Malkin and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Hold on a minute here, guys. Let's see. There's been no updates, I don't think, in the Ottawa game. Hold on. No update. So it should still be 1-0 Carolina unless someone just scored while I was talking. Looks like they're still reviewing it right now. So yeah, very interesting to note there. Let's see what happens. Oh, there is a scoring update. Aho just scored for the Hurricanes. They're up 2-0 on the Senators. Dang. I was really hoping Ottawa would have a really better game than what they've been showing so far. Once again, we're still waiting for the official review, so we'll change this right now as the refs continue to decide what to call it. It's now 2-0 Carolina. Unreal. 2-0 Canes. Okay. So it's Carolina 2-0, and it's Philadelphia 2-0. So, very interesting note there. It looks like Konechny's stick, definitely caught him up high. I don't know if it was called on, wasn't. They might be, and it is a 4-minute power play for Philadelphia. They assess it's a 2-minute power play for Philadelphia. Okay, so they originally assessed a double minor, and then they rescinded it to a minor. So that's they avoid a bad thing, but still, that's not great. They're going to go into the third period down, which is not overly good, being down 2 goals. So this is going to be a very tall task for Pittsburgh to come back in this game. Philadelphia, they have been playing on fire. Martone is out there right now with Zegras. Martone's out there with Zegras, Couturier. I think that's Tippett or Forrester and Drysdale. So very interesting out there. The 2 Ducks teammates are back out on the ice here. 14 seconds left in the second period to try and make it 3-0 going into the third period. Philadelphia's got the point. Drysdale back across to Martone. Shot, and it's wide. Pittsburgh's got it. They keep in the offensive zone. Drysdale tries to get across. Couturier shot. Stopped by Skinner with 1.7 seconds left in the second period. 2:47 left in the power play. What a game it's been so far between Pittsburgh and the Philadelphia Flyers. Really good stuff there from the Penguins and the Flyers. Let's see here. Hold on a minute, you guys. Let's see. Once again, I do appreciate all of you guys who are tuning in. I really do. I thank you for all of that. Let's see. Just 1 minute here, guys. We are already a minute and 40 into the stream. I thank you for all of you guys who are. I thank you for all of you guys who have tuned in. I really appreciate it. Shot off the draw, stopped by Skinner, end of second period, and it is now 2-0 Philadelphia entering the third period. Let's just go to the intermission here. Let's go intermission. Hold on a minute here, guys. Intermission. Okay, so it's intermission right now between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. That's very interesting, and we are going to wait for the next 20 minutes until the third period. The Flyers have a power play. They have so many things going well for them right now. They have a power play to start the third period. They're up 2-0. They are looking fantabulous right now. Once again, we will have the Wild Stars starting at about 40, 45 minutes. Probably maybe 50 with the anthems and things like that. And then Oilers Dutch start half an hour after that. Once again, they are in intermission right now, so we will go check out how the Canes and Senators game is going. Once again, I do appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. Carolina, Ottawa, it is still 2-0 Carolina with 11 minutes left in the second period. It has been all Carolina, looks like. They're out shooting Ottawa 21-11. Ottawa needs to wake the freak up if they want to have any shot in this series. Let's see. Carolina's got it. And now Stankoven to Blake. Not this line again. Hall! And he's going to shoot it wide. Oh, and Allmark was way out, but there was no Carolina Hurricanes there. Get it back on the wall. Stankoven looking, passes it across, and Ottawa can't get it out. Shot Stankoven, and it's wide. Another shot. Oh, what? Oh my gosh, robbery! Hall had a wide open net. How the freak did Allmark stop that? I thought that was a for sure goal. How the heck did Allmark stop that goal? Try to get cleared out. They're showing the replay right now. Stankoven had it. It was a shot. It never got through. They tried to clear it out. They couldn't. And then, yeah, everyone went. No one followed Hall. Oh my gosh, that almost trickled into. What a stop from Allmark. If the Sens come back in today's game, remember that save. Remember that save. What a stop from Linus Allmark. He hasn't been half bad in this game. The Canes have 23 shots. So he's not doing half bad. That's been one of the concerns. Is Allmark going to be not overly good in this series? He's been good. The Senators just haven't had no offense whatsoever. They need to fix that quickly. Oh, and the Canes keep it in. I think Blake's still out there. Blake to Stankoven. He goes over the puck. Ottawa's trying to recover it. And Chabot's going to get it. Backhands it to Eller. Eller tries to clear it out. And Zetterlund trying to streak in on the wing. Zetterlund, he's got it. Behind the net. Passes it back to the point. Interception. And now the Canes have it again. Blake. This line's been cooking. And now Hall is able to get it. No, he's not. Gilbert's able to recover. Huge play there from Dennis Gilbert. Blake is back in the offensive zone with the puck. It's 1-on-4 right now, but reinforcements come. Carolina's got it, and they try to stretch feed, could not. And now Batherson dumps it down, chases after the puck. Batherson, nice hit, but there's not enough support there. Carolina's got it, and they clear it. No, kept in. Sanderson, across. Trying to get something, and score! Batherson! That's a huge one! They finally put a puck past Frederik Andersen. Oh my gosh, it's about gosh dang time. Once again, if they come back, remember the Allmark save. What a play from Ottawa. Nice play from Batherson. Completely, they held it out the line, passed, and the pass was blocked. He got it back and he shot it. Sanderson got to Batherson. tried to pass it, went right back to him, and with Anderson going one way, he put it the other. Great shot. That's what you need if you're Drake Batherson and the Ottawa Senators. A massive one from Ottawa. Huge goal. Ottawa's back in this game. They're being outshot 23-12, but they got it back to a one-goal game. Oh, that's lovely. You guys know I'm a Sens fan. I love that. So let's see here. Finally, for the first time today, I'm changing Ottawa from 0-1. Ottawa trying again. The puck's loose. And Anderson's going to recover. Oh, Ottawa was right back in Anderson's grill. And now Carolina and Ottawa is fighting after another skirmish in front. That's a massive one. Ottawa is back in this game. That's a huge one from Ottawa. Nice passing. Nice job. A great, almost identical. Eller got it to Amadio. Anderson was going one way. He tried to put it the other way. Almost identical to the Batherson goal, but Anderson was ready for it. Commercial break, Ottawa, Carolina. My, that was a huge one from Drake Batherson. I probably should have been covering that game, to be honest, instead of the Pennsylvania game, but it is what it is. Really good stuff from the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Philadelphia Flyers, but also really good stuff from the Ottawa Senators and the Carolina Hurricanes. Really good stuff here. Let's keep on seeing what else is going to happen. Hold on a minute here, guys. That's 2-1. So let's see. Hold on a minute here, guys. This does seem we're still having a little bit of problems, so I do apologize for that. I'll try and fix it before tomorrow. Can't guarantee it. The Wi-Fi where I live is a little bit wonky, so it might be just the way it has to be, but I do apologize for it being a little bit strange today. So I'll also try and be on time tomorrow for the Knights and Mammoth stream. So very interesting out there. We're nearing 7 o'clock Mountain Time. It's currently intermission between the Penguins and the Flyers, and the Ottawa Senators have just made it a 2-1 game against the Carolina Hurricanes, who lead the series 1-0. So, yeah, really good stuff there between Carolina and Ottawa. Once again, later today, we do have some very interesting games. We have the Stars taking on the Wild, and we have the Oilers taking on the Ducks. So those are going to be some very interesting games. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion. I'm probably going to have a game recap for those 4 games to play today, maybe later today or early tomorrow. And I'm probably going to have a fan reaction for one of these 4 games. I'm not sure exactly which one, also tomorrow. So I will have some sort of fan reaction game recap for some of these games here. So stay tuned on the channel for that. I might also try and do a trade rumor video tomorrow. Maybe not. We'll see. It depends on the how long this stream takes and how long and how we're feeling going into the Utah Vegas stream. So I do apologize for that. We are back. Ottawa, point blast Thompson, and they can't get a tip on it. Carolina's got it, trying to get out of their own zone. Ottawa's got Carolina on their heels right now. And Carolina does clear it down the ice. Allmark's going to give it back to one of the Sens defenders. And Thompson's behind it, trying to let everyone regroup. Thompson, just trying to refresh everything here. And he does clear it. And Carolina's going to get back in the offensive zone. And Ottawa's able to get it. Nice pass back. There's a loose puck. Oh, Sanderson almost put it in his own net. Aho along the wall to Jarvis. Sanderson hitting him off the puck. And Thompson is able to get it, trying to find some sort of a stretch feed as they try to regroup. He's got Stahl right behind him. He gets to Sanderson. Sanderson, nice stretch feed there. Tipped. And the Senators might have a break here. Stützle across. Trying to hit it in the end. And Greg can't get it. Martinuk. And that puck's going to go all the way down. That might be icing. Nope. Icing waved off. Ottawa's got it. And that's Brady Tkachuk trying to drive up the offensive zone. Dumps and chases. And almost took an Ottawa bounce. Carolina's got it. They're trying to roof it back in. And Matt Paulo's got it. Across to Gilbert. Gilbert back. And Blake's got it. Takes it away from one of the Ottawa Senators players. Greg's got it. Tries to do a stretch feed here. Cannot connect. Ottawa's going to have to get the puck back. And now might be an offside call, but now there's some rough stuff going on between Blake and Hall, Chatfield, Tkachuk, Cozens, Paulo. It's a lot of rough stuff going on here in this Carolina-Ottawa game. Very interesting so far. Let's see here. Let's see. I do appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. I really do. Let's see here. Yeah, nice try for a long pass here. And Slavin just tips it in. I think there's about 3 or 4 minutes left in intermission, so we'll stay here for a couple more uh, minutes, and then we'll go back over to the Pennsylvania game. There's 7 minutes left in the Senators Carolina game. That is now 2-1 Carolina. Maybe Ottawa comes back. I would love to see that. I did pick Ottawa in 7, so it would be good if Ottawa was able to get the win here, because it wouldn't mean they'd have to win 4 of the last 5 games to win this series. Hold on a minute, guys. Here, I'm just going to get my microphone back up here. Thank you guys for that. Yeah, they're just reviewing the rush stuff here that just happened between the Canes and the Sens. There is 8 minutes left, or there's a few minutes left here. They are going to go 4-on-4 here. So Blake's going to the box, as is Dennis Gilbert. So a couple of Sens and Canes players are headed to the box, and thus means we now have 4-on-4 hockey between the Senators and the Canes. This will be very interesting to see how this goes. Let's see here. Hold on a minute here, guys. I thank you for all of your support. I really do appreciate it. Let's see. Carolina, Ottawa. Let's see here. Very, very interesting game so far between the Kings and the Sens. They're just waiting to drop the puck at this point. They're just shocks as they are about to go 4-on-4. So we shall wait and see what happens there. Let's see. Yep, okay, so we are now having an offensive zone faceoff draw for Ottawa. I think that is Stützle out there against one of the Carolina Hurricanes players. Let's see. Yeah, I have some things that I might try and do to improve the stream tomorrow. So once again, this was sort of like a test drive sort of stream. So I do have some things that I will try and do tomorrow. Once again, I do apologize for all of the technical difficulties and things like that. But let's see here. Carolina's got it behind their own net. Passes it to Aho. Aho trying to stretch out a breakout. Passes it back to his defender. That's Shane Gostisbehere. Gostisbehere is going to loop back around. Passes it back to Sebastian Aho. Aho, I think he's got Slavin out there. Aho trying to speed and through a lot of Ottawa Senators players, and he's knocked off the puck. Spence gets it back to Chabot. And Chabot with a stretch feed cannot get it. Gostisbehere tripped up. There's a couple of players to fall. Batherson trying to get in. Shots! Stopped by Anderson again. Oh my gosh. Anderson's a brick wall in the net. No one can beat him. I think that was Stützle, not Batherson, trying to shoot. But really good chance here from the Ottawa Senators. Let's see here. Let's see. Just a replay here. Stützle set it off to the bench. A nice stretch feed here from Chabot. And Stützle was able to knock him off the puck. Batherson came in here, trying to get to Chabot. And just another nice save from Frederik Andersen. Nothing really Ottawa can do at this point. They're trying to feed some things through. They can't. And Ottawa cannot keep it in. Carolina's going to get it, but they lose the puck. And Ottawa's going to bring it back into the offensive zone. And Carolina's going to get the puck back. And Carolina's going to try and regroup in the defensive zone. Carolina just trying to set some things up. Ehlers behind the net. Ehlers trying to do something with the puck here. And Carolina's got it up into the offensive zone. Svechnikov crosses it, cannot. Carolina's got it. Carolina to the point. Slavin, and it's gloved by Ullmark. Nice glove from Linus Ullmark. That's a huge stop there from Linus Ullmark. So really great stuff there. Once again, I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. Once again, which game has been most surprising today? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. If you can and you're viewing this, leave a chat down below. I really appreciate it. Hold on. Which game has been most surprising today? I really appreciate you guys tuning in. If you can, leave a chat, leave a comment. Love to hear your thoughts on all that was discussed here today. Once again, the 2 games that we have on today, we have a Battle of Pennsylvania between the Penguins and the Flyers. And we have a really good, interesting matchup between the Canes and the Sens. Canes lead their series 1-0, and the Pittsburgh Penguins are down on their series 1-0. So Flyers trying to extend their series lead to 2-0, and Canes trying to extend their series lead to 2-0. So very interesting to note there. We are just coming back here, it looks like, for the start of the third period. They're just doing the intermission report, and that should be it. So they're back to the commercials. There should be one last commercial break, and then we're going to go back to game action. So let's change this to over here. And let's hold on a sec here, guys. Go, here. The third period now is where we are at. The third period. Great stuff there. Let's change that up. And now we are entering the third. So let's change that a little bit here to the middle. And that's good. Okay, so we're just able to start the third period. I have, I think, 1 minute and 46 seconds of power play time. So really good stuff there from the Penguins and the Flyers. And it'll be very interesting to see who ends up winning this game. I'm thinking Philadelphia. Philadelphia, under Rick Tocchet, is playing this lead. They ain't losing that lead. So, like, if they have a power play, if they make this 3-0 early in the third period, no chance Pittsburgh comes back. Like, at this point, it's probably game over. So, yeah, Pittsburgh's going to have to kill off this penalty and score a quick goal within the first, 5 to 10 minutes of the third period if they're going to have any shot at coming back in this one. So, it's going to be very interesting to see. So, let's see what happens here. Once again, we'll see how this game goes. Once again, Kane Sens, I think, is also in a break at this point. So, very interesting note there. Let's see. Once again, if you guys can, leave a chat down below, leave a comment, leave a subscribe. Love to hear your guys' opinion on all that was discussed here today, how the games are going. Once again, if you guys can, stay tuned for future videos coming out. I would really appreciate that. So I really do thank you guys for all of your support. Let's see. Hold on a minute here, guys. Let's see. Hold on a minute here, guys. It's just, once again, we're in commercial break right now, so we're just waiting to see what happens. 2-0 Philadelphia, 2-1 Carolina. Some very interesting games here. Once again, I really hope Ottawa is able to tie it up. We'll stay with the Pennsylvania game for the time being. That Carolina-Ottawa game should be going to intermission in the very near future. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting, but we'll see how this one goes. And then, of course, in around half an hour, we're going to have the Wild versus the Stars start. And then in about an hour, we're going to have Oilers-Ducks. So I'm not sure if the Oilers-Ducks game will be on when we finish up this Penguins versus Flyers live stream. But the Stars and Wild should definitely be starting. So very interesting note there. I am doing one of the later games tomorrow. So that will be the Mammoth night. So when we're doing that game, there will be a couple of games that will be finishing up. So that will be very interesting to be scoreboard watching at the very beginning of the Utah versus Vegas game. And then, of course, half an hour after Utah-Vegas ends, Colorado-Los Angeles plays. So that'll be very interesting to note for tomorrow, which I will be doing another live stream tomorrow, which I really appreciate you guys to view. So they're just once again previewing the last little bit of this game. Let's see here. We're almost 2 hours into our live stream, and I thank you guys all for tuning in. So very interesting note there. They're just showing you the highlights of Hathaway and Martone scoring for the Philadelphia Flyers. So very interesting to note there. Once again, I do apologize for all of the bufferings and things like that. If the screen keeps on buffering in and out, I do apologize. It's my Wi-Fi. But once again, I'll try and fix it before tomorrow. Let's see what else is going on here. Let's see. They're just talking to Ray Ferraro and Sean McDonough, who I'm pretty sure are the play-by-play callers on the radio, on the feed. So they're just talking to both of them right now. Once again, Philadelphia, they are in a really good prime position to take a 2-0 series lead back to Philadelphia. At this point, if Philadelphia is able to hold on to this game, they might be able to sweep Pittsburgh. Like, I'm not saying that as anything against Pittsburgh, but Philadelphia plays such a suffocating defense. If Pittsburgh isn't able to score the first goal in either Game 3 or Game 4, I have a very hard feeling that they're going. I have a very good feeling that they're not going to be easy. They're not going to be able to overcome that sort of deficit. So we shall wait and see here. I do appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. We are underway in the third period between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's see here. Flyers have the offensive zone, and Zegras got it. Zegras loops it around, gets it across to Cates. Cates trying to get it below, cannot. And the Penguins dump it on the ice. Huge critical clear there for Pittsburgh. And now Drysdale trying to make something happen. And he drops off for Zegras. Zegras past the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Zegras driving around everyone. Martone has at the point to Forrester. To the point to Drysdale. Back to Forrester on the left side to Drysdale. To Forrester. To Martone. To Forrester. To Martone. Shot. And they can't drive it in. And now Forrester trying to get around to Zegras, and the Penguins get it, and they clear the puck down the zone. Very good clear there for Pittsburgh, and that was a must-need clear from the Pittsburgh Penguins. So really good stuff there from Pittsburgh. Let's see here. Ristolainen's got it, passes it back to Tippett. Tippett across to Dvorak, who dumps into the offensive zone. And now it's hit around by Shea. Michkov's got it, and he can't do much with it. And they try and jam it in, they can't. Along the left wall, Dvorak. Oh, and he gets whacked. Penguins clear the puck. That should do it for the power play. Really good kill there from Pittsburgh. The power plays just do not work in this game. In fact, they're like, I think, -1 in this series. Philadelphia's got it back. Ristolainen to Dvorak. Tries to get across, cannot. Philadelphia does keep the zone. Full strength now. Penalty is over. Konecny's got it. Behind the net. Trying to find some sort of a lane. Gets it to the point to Sanheim. Gets it down to Couturier. Gets it across. Shots! Dvorak! And stopped by Stuart Skinner. Oh, that was almost another disaster. But nice shot stopped by Stuart Skinner. And they're going to get a whistle with 18:02 left in the third period. A huge stop there from Stuart Skinner. That's a massive one. Once again, I thank you guys all for your support, and I thank you guys all for tuning into the stream. We shall have another offensive zone faceoff draw for the Philadelphia Flyers. So very interesting to note there. Let's see, Philadelphia in the offensive zone. Couturier against, I think that might be Crosby. And Philadelphia gets it. To the point, York sends it down to Glendening. Glendening, he's got a couple of options here, tries to loop it back around to Hathaway. Couturier's got it. Couturier trying to find a lane, and Pittsburgh is able to get it. Philadelphia intercepts, and Pittsburgh gets it back. Rust, nice play off the boards, and he's able to clear the zone. Glendening gets it and clears it back into the zone for the Penguins to recover. Pittsburgh's got it. Clifton trying to find a stretch free, and he does to Raquel. Raquel dumps it into the Flyers zone. And now Penguins, Crosby's able to get it. And now Raquel across to Crosby. Crosby to the point. Letang. Shot! And it's behind the net. Pittsburgh is able to recover. Raquel shot! Stopped. It goes wide. Pittsburgh's able to get it. Loops back around to the other side. Raquel. Across. Shot! And it's another stop. Another! In front! Stopped by Vladar! Damn Vladar. It's being absolutely miraculous in net. Philadelphia is able to get the puck and they chip it out the zone. A much needed change for Philly, but they can't take too long. Pittsburgh's got back in the offensive zone. Cousins tied it up. Okay, Vladar, it went off of the boards and tied. The puck went off the boards and tied up. The puck went off the boards and Vladar was able to stop it. We have a stoppage with 16:51 left, but Dylan Cozens has just tied it for the Ottawa Senators. Oh, the Ottawa Senators are back in that game. That's huge. Sorry, misspoke there with all the things. Very happy Ottawa's winning, but yeah, another nice shot there. Vladar has opened this period up, being spectacular. Like, he has been absolutely on fire. What's that now? 3-4 shots he stopped after they kill off the penalty. What a great stuff there from Dan Vladar. Another face-off draw, this one between Novak and Dvorak, and Novak wins it. Back to Gerard, shots, stop, rebound, and they can't get it through. Martone trying to get to it. Backhand pass, Malkin, it's intercepted. Philadelphia loops it around the boards, and it goes all the way down the ice. This should be and will be an icing call on the Philadelphia Flyers with 16 and a half minutes left in the third period. So very interesting note there. Flyers are currently out shooting the Penguins 18-16, I think it is. So very interesting note there. Just so much opportunities there for Pittsburgh. I have really underestimated Dan Vladar. I thought that he would save them maybe one, maybe 2 games. He has been on fire in that crease for the Pittsburgh Penguin, for the Philadelphia Flyers. He has been monumental for them. Really good stuff there. Let's see. Another offensive zone face-off draw here. Hold on. It is between the Penguins and the Flyers. Let's see. And Pittsburgh's able to win. And Gerard's got it. He's got Chinakhov at the point along with Letang. Chinakhov shots, and it goes wide. Pittsburgh's able to get it. And Philadelphia is able to get it, and they get out of the zone. This one won't go enough for icing. Girard is able to recover. Girard to Malkin. Malkin might be a breakaway here for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Oh, Chinakhov can't get the shot away. He lost control of the puck. That was a brilliant opportunity. Pittsburgh still has in the offensive zone. Shot! And that one's going to be stopped by Dan Vladar. And now more pushing and shoving after Vladar covers up the puck. Full opportunities for Pittsburgh, who have finally gotten some offensive prowess. But they cannot put the dang puck in the net. Vladar, great. So now you've got Philadelphia and Pittsburgh once again to the right of Dan Vladar, another faceoff draw, and the Pittsburgh Penguins lose it. Ristolainen gets it. Sanheim is able to get it. Couturier, and now the puck is up back into the offensive zone, and Ristolainen, Erik Karlsson's shot stopped. Puck goes back to Kindell. Kindell loops around for Mantha, can't grab it, but Witherspoon does. Back to Kindell, taken off the puck by Couturier. Philadelphia can't get it, though. Back across. Karlsson, point blast! Stopped by Vladar. Pittsburgh's got it again, and they lose the puck. Sanheim's got it, loops it around the boards. Karlsson keeps it in. Across to Kindell. Kindell backtracks it. Oh, he turned it over. Couturier gets it out of the zone. Huge clear there for the Philadelphia Flyers. Kindell's got it. Some space here. Back across. And what a stick from one of the Philadelphia Flyer players. And Couturier dives to get it out of the zone. Huge play from the Philadelphia Flyers defense. Tippett's got it in the defensive zone. And Pittsburgh, board battle again. And Pittsburgh's able to get it to the point. And it goes far. Tippett's once again, or Forster. And Tippett, he took a spill, or Forster actually did. And now Pittsburgh's driving up the wing. Raquel, he's got space. Shot Crosby, stopped. Another nice stop from Dan Vladar. And the Pittsburgh Penguins still have it. Crosby behind the net, trying to find some sort of a passing lane. He's got a couple of Flyers on him. Crosby to the point, can't get it. It was blocked. Raquel, though, does get it. Raquel to the point, trying to get across. He misplayed it, but Pittsburgh somehow keeps it in. Shots! And stopped by Vladar. Tripped up. This might be a penalty. No penalty on the play. And the Pittsburgh Penguins are going to have the puck go back down. Icing call in Philadelphia with 14 minutes left and a 2-0 Philadelphia lead. Pittsburgh is doing wonders trying to get this game tied up. They're now out shooting the Philadelphia Flyers, but somehow, some miraculous way, it is still 2-0 Philly. Crosby had a point shot there that was stopped by Vladar. He had a nice passing Vladar. Everything at this point is being stopped by Dan Vladar, who's pitching the shutout at this point. What a beautiful game so far from Dan Vladar. I left your guys' thoughts down below. Are you surprised that the Philadelphia Flyers are currently winning this game over the Pittsburgh Penguins? Let me know down in the chat, guys' opinion. What do you think about this? Once again, it's very interesting. Let's see. And the Philadelphia Flyers clear the puck again. They are doing everything to kill off this penalty. To kill off this game. There's 14 minutes left on the clock. Pittsburgh has to put 2 pucks past Philadelphia. With the way things are going right now, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to. Let's see here. I just want to switch the Carolina-Ottawa score to now 2-2. Let's see. Here we go. And Ottawa's going to 2 goals. Huge one there from Ottawa. Big goal there from the Senators. 2-2 game. So, very interesting note there. So, it's a 2-2 game. I think it's an intermission now. We should probably move that to a third if it is. Karlsson shot. Stop. Rebound. Vladar somehow again keeps it out. Karlsson has no stick. And the Philadelphia Flyers can't get it. Pittsburgh, once again, trying to do a stretch feed. They do get it to Rust. Rust. There's a penalty upcoming. It looks like to Pittsburgh. Philadelphia is going to get the puck out. And Philadelphia's got 2-on-1. Shots! Stopped by Skinner. And Pittsburgh's got it. There's no penalty on the play. It might have been offside. Pittsburgh trying to get in. Nope. And once again, Philadelphia's got it. Philadelphia. And now it looks like there's a penalty. It looks like an interference call is called on someone. And Crosby and Konechny are cross-checking each other. Let's see. What's the penalty on? And who is it on? Let's see. It might be on Konechny because he's arguing with his bench right now. Let's see. It's a 2-minute interference minor. Oh, it looks like Travis Konechny. or maybe, yeah, Travis Konechny. So it looks like the Pittsburgh Penguins are going to be heading to the power play with 13 minutes left. Let's see here. Oh, he hit Crosby from behind. Okay, I can see that a little bit. It's a little bit of a soft call, but is what it is. When we come back from commercial break, Pittsburgh to the power play with 13 minutes left in the third period. Huge stuff here coming up from the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Philadelphia Flyers. Definitely have been a very interesting game. I was expecting Pittsburgh to bounce back in this one. I thought they would be very hard pressed to tie this series up, but in the first two periods, the Philadelphia Flyers defense was suffocating them, and now the Philadelphia Flyers lead 2-0. If they hold the line like they have been all game long, they're going to win this game. And at this point, if they win one of their games at home, Philadelphia wins the series, in my opinion. Like, I don't think Pittsburgh can win 4 out of 5 games against this Philadelphia Flyers team. It's been such a good game from the Philadelphia Flyers. I severely underestimated them in the. I severely underestimated them in my predictions. I said Pittsburgh in 5. That was completely wrong. Just trying to figure out the score here between Ottawa and Carolina. Yes, 2-2. End of 2 between the Senators and the Carolina Hurricanes, and the Wild and Stars should start in about 10 to 15 minutes. So good stuff there. Now let's change the second period to the third period for Carolina, Ottawa. Here you go. Let's see here, third period. Okay, so that should be starting the third period in probably about 5 minutes, maybe 6 or 7 minutes for the Hurricanes and the Sens. But once again, Pittsburgh power play. We'll see how this one goes. 2-0 Philadelphia right now, and they can go up 2-0 in the series if they hold on to this lead. My gosh, it's been what a really good game here from the Philadelphia Flyers. Let's see here. Hold on a minute here, guys. Travis Konechny, interference call, 2 minutes. Penguins on the power play. Let's see how. Let's see, and it's dumped down the ice immediately by the Philadelphia Flyers. Skinner's got the puck and gives it back. Kel Carlson, Malcolm Crosby are on the ice, as are Couturier, Glendening, York, and Sanheim. Do remember, Philadelphia does have a shorthanded goal in this game. Raquel's got it to Rust, and it's cleared to the... Yeah, it's cleared out of the zone. It might be a 2-0 here for Philadelphia, shorthanded. Philadelphia, Couturier, Glendening, stopped by Skinner! He robbed Luke Glendening! Oh, what a stop! And now it's Pittsburgh the other way. Crosby to Rust. Rust loops it back around. Trying to find some sort of a lane here. Malkin. And Philadelphia clears the puck again. That was a 2-0 break. You couldn't have asked for a bigger stop from Stuart Skinner. That was a massive one. That could have been 3-0 Philadelphia. Carlson's got it. Carlson backtracks it to Raquel. Raquel to Crosby. Crosby into Raquel. He's taken down. Is there a penalty? No penalty. Philadelphia going to clear it down again. 56 seconds left on the power play for the Pittsburgh Penguins, as they are still down 2-0 with 12 minutes left in the second period. Letang's got it to Kindell, to Novak. Novak enters the zone, feeds it across to Kindell. Kindell loops around the net, loses his footing, gets the puck to the point. Chinakhov to Letang. Letang back to Chinakhov. Chinakhov to Letang. Letang at the point, shoots, trying to tip in front, Vladar stops it, rebound, and it's blocked off of a Flyer player. Pittsburgh keeps it in the zone. Letang, he's not going to be able to get Ristolainen, tries to clear it, and he can't. Pittsburgh keeps it in again, once again on the wall. Novak to Kindell. Kindell cannot get it back. Kindell, and now the Pittsburgh pass goes out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Power play over. Pittsburgh still has possession of the puck. Back into their own zone. Pittsburgh looping back around the neutral zone. Back into their own zone. Across. 0-4-5 tonight on the power play. And they also have the shorthanded goal against for the Penguins. It has been atrocious special teams from Pittsburgh tonight. Letang's got it. Keeps it in the offensive zone. Dumps it down to the bottom. And now Dewar fighting for the puck with a couple of Flyers. And point shot, Girard, stopped by Vladar. Another stop from Mr. Damn Vladar. 24 stops on 24 shots. My gosh. And yeah, here's the Couturier. Couturier with a beautiful pass to Glendening and a monster save from Skinner to have the Penguins still have any shot in this game. Really good stuff there. Hold on a minute here, guys. Let's see. Hold on a minute here. Once again, I do appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. I do thank you for that. It's a 2-2 game right now between the Ottawa Senators and the Carolina Hurricanes, and Philadelphia is up 2-0 on Pittsburgh. Looks like there's about to be another face-off draw with 11 minutes left in the third period. So very interesting to note there. Novak, they're just viewing him on the bench. Once again, another offensive zone faceoff draw here for Pittsburgh. I think this is Crosby taking it against Couturier. Crosby is 10 for 23. Couturier is 9 for 12. So some pretty good faceoff people here in the faceoff draw to the left of Dan Vladar. And now the Flyers get it, loop it back around, and it's out of the zone. Great stuff there from the Philadelphia Flyers. It's an icing call. So another offensive zone faceoff draw. I think this one might be to the right of Dan Vladar. We'll see. But another offensive zone faceoff draw here for the Pittsburgh Penguins. So very interesting note there. They're just fueling the Pittsburgh bench. It has been an up and down series for the Pittsburgh Penguins, but they have not been able to find any sort of offense in this game at all. Like either today or in the last game on Saturday, like they have not been able to find anything offensively, which is terrible. Crosby's going to go back against Couturier in the faceoff dot. Once again, I think the other guys out there are Hathaway and are Glendening for Philadelphia, and are Rust and I think Chinakhov for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And the faceoff draw, Philadelphia wins it. Sanheim gets it again, dumps it down the ice, and somehow stays in the zone, but Philadelphia misplayed it. Now Philadelphia's got a break, but Pittsburgh's able to take off the puck. Girard's able to get to it first, and he loops back around his net as he resets. Girard misplays it. Philadelphia's able to get it back into the defensive zone. A nice play from Couturier, kicks it to himself, and Pittsburgh's able to get the puck back in the defensive zone. Pittsburgh tries to send a stretch feed, and it's right on Vladar, who covers up with 10:24 left in the third period, and still a 2-0 Philadelphia Flyers advantage. Really good stuff there from Philadelphia. They have been on fire all game long. So really good stuff there. Once again, if you can, leave a like, leave us a comment, leave a subscribe down below, leave a chat if you can. Love your guys' opinion on all that was discussed here today. We have 2 games later tonight. I'm not going to do any sort of live streams for them, but we do have Minnesota taking on Dallas in about 10 minutes, and then Edmonton, Anaheim in about 45. So those are going to be some very interesting games. Ottawa, Carolina is about to go into the third period in a 2-2 score. And this game here is scored a 2-0 Philadelphia lead. There's another face-off draw here, and the Pittsburgh Penguins win it. Philadelphia with the intercept. And Philadelphia, Tippett may have a break. Tippett in, all-out shot, and he can't get all of it. And nice stop by Skinner. And there's a penalty on the play, I think. It might be a slashing call. That might have been why Tippett couldn't have gone all on the shots. Yeah, Tippett just blew by absolutely everyone. And it might be a hooking call on Carlson. That's why he couldn't get all of its shots. Yeah, because of Carlson's hook. So the Pittsburgh Penguins, with 10 minutes left, down by 2 goals, are going to go on the penalty kill. That is an awful... Well, once again, it's a penalty they have to take because Tippett was on the breakaway and he had a great chance. But... yeah, just an unfortunate bounce here for the Pittsburgh. Oh, penalty shot! Tippett shoots! Stopped. Oh, I thought it was a penalty. No, penalty shot, but Skinner stands tall and keeps Tippett off the score sheet. Nice try for Tippett there, but another monumental stop to keep the Pittsburgh Penguins in this game from Stuart Skinner. He has been nothing but brilliant in this game. Tippett, well, yeah, he just tried to put that short side, could not. He shot it wide. He had some room there up top on Skinner, but he shot it wide. So missed opportunity there from Philadelphia to go up 3-0. It seems like the Wild and Stars should be starting in the very near future. They'll probably be the game that's on right after this one. So very interesting to note there. Wild Stars, see how they're doing and see how the Kings and Sens are doing before we do turn off this live stream. But we got to see if Philadelphia is able to bring this home first. Another offensive zone faceoff draw for the Philadelphia Flyers. Let's see here. Philadelphia's got it. Pittsburgh's got it. Carlson to Chinakhov. And they dump it down the ice. This might be icing, and it will be. Philadelphia's going to get an offensive zone faceoff draw nearing the halfway point of the third period. And what is a 2-0 Philadelphia Flyers lead and advantage. So very interesting to know there. Let's see here. I do appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. I do thank you for that. Let's see here. They're just doing some once again, commercials. We're back into the game now. 10:03 left in the third period. Once again, just viewing the Penguins bench. Another offensive zone faceoff draw for Philly. Dvorak is not able to win the draw, and Pittsburgh's able to get it. Witherspoon to Carlson. And Carlson dropping out the wing, dumps it down. And now Philadelphia's got it. They're trying to clear the zone. Cannot. Kept in by Dewar. Dewar to Lizotte. Lizotte to the point. It hits off a Flyers stick and goes out of the zone. 9:42 left in the third period. Philadelphia. Martone tried to backhand it past no one. Achari. He's going to dump it into the offensive zone. Philadelphia's got it. York across. Philadelphia trying to get something going here. And a nice stretch feed. And it's just going to go down. It's not tipped in. Icing call. Offensive zone face-off draw for Pittsburgh with 9.5 minutes left in the third period. 9:26, in fact. So very interesting note there. Dan Vladar has been fantastic in this game. Some pretty good opportunities, especially in this third period, for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And my gosh, he has been fantastic. So really good stuff there from Dan Vladar. Like, especially that save on, what was it, Chris Letang or something like that. Like, he's been great. So really good stuff there from Philadelphia. Really good stuff there from Dan Vladar. And they're less than 10 minutes. They're 9.5 minutes away from bringing a 2-0 series lead back to Philadelphia on the other side of the Pennsylvania rivalry. Really good stuff here from Philadelphia. So really good stuff here. Once again, we do have a couple of games later on today. So very interesting to note there. Once again, it's a commercial. It's a commercial. Let's go quickly see how the Canes and Sens are doing. Just give me a sec here, guys. Canes and Sens. How's that one going right now? That might be a commercial. It is in the commercial too. Of course. That's probably getting up. That's probably this game that's gearing up to be. Very interesting note there. We shall see what happens. Very interesting game so far from these two sides. Penguins and Flyers, Canes and Sens. Wild Stars should be getting underway in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So we'll keep tabs on that, see how that one's doing. Which games did you guys find most interesting yesterday? Was it the Buffalo comeback win for against Boston? I will have a fan reaction to that game coming out potentially an hour or two after the live stream, so we'll see. But I will have a live stream. I will have a fan reaction coming out for Buffalo Boston. What about the? Hold on a minute here, guys. The Montreal Tampa one. That was a great game. Montreal with the hat trick from Slafkovsky, the overtime winner from Slafkovsky. That was a great game last night. Well, Colorado, Los Angeles, sure, a little bit more of a boring game, but Colorado almost lost to the Los Angeles Kings. Like I said, I still am a little bit worried that I picked the wrong team in Colorado. What about the Utah-Vegas game? 3 unanswered goals in the third period from Vegas. Really good stuff there. We have a neutral zone face-off draw here between Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. Hold on a sec. Sorry, guys, I'm a little bit under the weather here. Let's see. Pittsburgh's got it into the offensive zone, and Philadelphia's going to recover. Pass back to one of the other defenders, and Philadelphia's going to get out of the zone, and they do. And Pittsburgh's going to recover in the defensive zone. Across to Connor Clifton. Connor Clifton dumps the puck back down. 9 minutes to go in the third period. Philadelphia's got it. And Pittsburgh's got it. They're all fighting for it in the left-hand corner behind the Philadelphia Flyers net. And then Philadelphia's going to get it. I think that's York, and that's down the ice. Really good stuff there. Skinner's going to get it behind the net, and he's going to pass it across to one of the Penguins players, who dumps it back out of the zone. And Pittsburgh may have a break here, but nope. They dump it down the ice. Philadelphia's got it, who dumps it back into the Pittsburgh Penguins zone. 8.5 to go in the third period. Pittsburgh's got it. And they may have a little bit of a break here. Crosses it. Rust, a little bit out of his reach. Trying to get to it. And, a nice hit from Crosby. Took out a couple of the legs of Cam York. Letang at the point. Shots. And stopped. Owen Tippett is able to get it out of the zone. And that won't be enough for icing. Pittsburgh has to recover with 8:05, 8:04, 8:03 left in the third period. Pittsburgh's able to get back in the offensive zone. Letang trying to come on the wing. Shot. Stop by Vladar. Rebound. Raquel. Stop by Vladar. And now Philadelphia's got it again. Philadelphia trying to go all-man rush here. And they dump it down and cross it. And, he was just body checked off. Philadelphia and Pittsburgh are trying to go after it. And it's slooped back. Philadelphia dumps it down. Pittsburgh once again have to go. 7:34, 7:33, 7:32 left in the third period. One of the Philadelphia Flyers players trip. Pittsburgh gains the offensive zone, and that's Novak. Novak crosses it to Karlsson. Point, and it's another glove stop from Dan Vladar. This dude is on absolute fire right now. Vladar, with 7:22 left, has still not allowed the Pittsburgh Penguins to score a singular goal. This is crazy. I thought Pittsburgh would fly by Philadelphia. I thought Pittsburgh would have such an easy time against the Flyers. You gotta start thinking about pulling the goalie with about 3.5 minutes left, which is not too far away. So, like, Pittsburgh's got to get something going offensively at this point. They have to. They need to have any shot winning this game and potentially this series. Let's see, another offensive zone face-off win for Philadelphia in the defensive zone. And Philadelphia is able to, they're hanging in the corner. They're just playing board battle, 7:12 left. And Pittsburgh is able to recover, keeping the offensive zone. Letang, or Witherspoon, mind you, to behind the net. Nice play from one of the Pittsburgh Penguins players. To the point, Karlsson, and that's wide. Hathaway trying to get it out, and he is able to. Offside from the Pittsburgh Penguins with 6:56 left in the third period. The Penguins have been killing it out shooting the Philadelphia Flyers right now. And somehow, someway, the Philadelphia Flyers are still up 2-0. It's so crazy how this game is unfolded. Let's see. Let's just look at an update here. Hold on a minute here, guys. I'm just seeing if the Kings Sens game has an update. Yeah, once again, 6:56 left in this game. Just 1 minute here, guys. And it's 19.5 minutes left in the third period. 2-2 Ottawa, Carolina. So that game just started the third period. A face-off just outside a face-off on the dot just outside the Flyers' blue line, and it's won by the Philadelphia Flyers. Philly gets it down deep again. This is going to be a nice thing call in Philadelphia, and it's going to be another offensive zone face-off draw for Pittsburgh with 6:50 left in the third period. Once again, Pittsburgh's got to start thinking in the next couple of minutes, probably when it hits the 4 to 3.5 minute mark, about pulling Stuart Skinner. Like, they need a goal at this point in time. 27 saves on 27 shots for Dan Vladar, especially in the third period. He has been brilliant. I think the Penguins have like over double-digit shots in this period. The Flyers have been the better Pennsylvania team. Crosby now out there against, I think that's Dvorak, and Crosby is unable to win it. It was against Cates. Forrester's got it. Forrester, and it's kept in by Pittsburgh. Some good shin keeping in from the Pittsburgh Penguins, and the Philadelphia Flyers are able to, and the puck battle to the left of Dan Vladar in the corner, trying to find something to get out. And the Penguins do. Across, Karlsson, shot by Witherspoon, stopped by Vladar. Karlsson gets it again. Two players collide, loose puck, and Pittsburgh's able to get it below the goal line, tries to cross it. Raquel tries to get it. Rush try to get to Raquel, cannot. Now it's back behind the net. Philadelphia trying to get it out, cannot. And now they do. Philadelphia might have a little bit of a break here, and they just dump it in. No icing call, 6 minutes left in the third period. It was been such an entertaining Pittsburgh Penguins Philadelphia Flyers game. Let's see how this one finishes out. Trying to hit it in, cannot. Soderblom hit off the puck. Pittsburgh's trying to get it, and Pittsburgh unable to keep it in. They are now able to keep it in. Pittsburgh. Well, Soderblom trying to get rid of Dvorak, cannot. They're both fighting in the corner for it. Kindell tries to get it. Ristolainen hits him off. Mantha gets it. Cross. Point shot, Shea! And he can't get it in. Puck loops around the ice, back down to the Pittsburgh zone with 5.5 minutes left in the third period, with the Pittsburgh Penguins trailing 2-0. Now entering the zone again. Soderblom. Shot, and it's blocked. Pittsburgh keeps it in. Shot again, it's wide. Pittsburgh keeps it in again. Trying to circular back. Lizotte, shot, stopped. Mantha can't keep it in. And Philadelphia is able to clear it down the ice. Pittsburgh's got it just outside their blue line. And they get it across to Girard. Girard, back across to his partner. I think that's Shea. Shea passes it back to the forward, and now they start to recover. Pittsburgh striving through the offensive zone. The neutral zone, Malkin cannot get it. Novak gets it in. Philadelphia gets it again. And they're just going to try and do the chip and chase game. Dump it down the ice. 4:41 left. You gotta start thinking about putting the goalie if you are the Pittsburgh Penguins. You need a goal, and you need one big time in the very near future. Malkin across, and he's not onside. Philadelphia is able to get it out again. 4:26 left in the third period. Carlson cannot keep it in. Malkin, and now it's Philadelphia. They got it again. Tippett, who's been everywhere tonight. It hits the stick, goes out of play with 4:17 left in the third period in a 2-0 Philadelphia lead. Minnesota Dallas should just be getting underway. They're just practicing right now. So the anthem should be getting underway in the very near future, and that game should be starting. It is still 2-2 Ottawa, Carolina, with 17:11 left in the third period. So very interesting. Some very interesting game action so far. We have hit a commercial break here, so there's under 5 minutes left. This is probably going to be the last commercial break of regulation, should it not be done in regulation. So very interesting note there. Some really good stuff here from Philadelphia. Pittsburgh has been pushing the entire third period, but Philadelphia's not giving them an inch. They're not giving them a centimeter at this point. Philadelphia's just shut them down. Pittsburgh cannot get anything going offensively. So crazy. I thought Pittsburgh would have run past Philadelphia. That's what I predicted them to do. Philadelphia's shown a lot of gut at this point in time. And that's probably Rick Tocchet. Like, remember the first time that the Canucks went to the playoffs the couple years ago when he was with them, when Tocchet was coach of the Canucks. Remember when they went to the postseason? Like, they played this sort of style game against Nashville and took them down in 6 games. They took Edmonton to 7 games. I think I might underestimate Philadelphia a lot. So, very interesting note there. We shall see how this game finishes out. There's now 16 minutes left in Ottawa, Carolina. It was a 2-2 game. Minnesota Dallas is just getting underway in the very near future. A little very interesting note there. Once again, I do apologize for any sort of lagging or things like that. I do apologize for that, but I'll try and fix that before tomorrow's stream. I do thank you for all of your support. So let's see here. I do appreciate all of you guys. Once again, if you can, leave a chat, leave a comment, leave a subscribe, tell all your friends. Best hockey content on YouTube is right here at the End to End Hockey channel. So I do appreciate that. I thank you guys all for your support. Now, once again, we're back to action. Now, once again, just showing the playoff bracket with Colorado, Minnesota, Vegas, Montreal, Buffalo, Philly, and Carolina all up 1-0. So very interesting note there. Wild Stars is about to get underway. Edmonton, Anaheim, game 1 will should be getting underway in about 20 to 25, maybe 30 minutes. And then Philadelphia, Pittsburgh's near the end. And then the Carolina, Ottawa games just started the third period. So another offensive zone faceoff draw here for the Philadelphia Flyers. And the Philadelphia Flyers win it. And they loop it back around the Pittsburgh net. Pittsburgh recovers. Philadelphia intercepts. Pittsburgh's got it. And on his knees, Lizotte is able to get the puck out. Philadelphia is able to recover in their own zone. And now Philadelphia trying to get it in, and they do. It's tipped in, so no icing. 3:53 left in the third period. You gotta think Skinner's going to get pulled at some point in the very near future. Let's see. The Flyers have never lost the series when they've been leading 2-0. Lizotte in, and they can't do it. Lizotte back to Achari. They're going to fight for it in the corner, and Philadelphia is going to loop it back to the point. Pittsburgh fighting for it, trying to keep it in, cannot. They have to regroup again. 3.5 left in the third period with the Philadelphia Flyers up 2-0, being outshot 27-20. Philadelphia still trying to hound the puck. Pittsburgh trying to get something started in their own zone. Letang back across to Letang. And Letang is going to try and set something up. Skinner to the bench. Empty net, Philadelphia. Empty net, Pittsburgh. Philadelphia has an empty net to shoot at. And the puck, I think, just went out of play. So that might have to halt Skinner from going to the bench for a little bit. 3:11 left in the third period. In a Pittsburgh deficit, 2-0 to the Philadelphia Flyers. My gosh. Pittsburgh is going to send Skinner back to the net. As there's going to be, I think, a neutral zone faceoff draw. So very interesting note there. But yeah, they need to pull Skinner at this point. He needs to get pulled. You absolutely need to pull him at this point. Like, you're not going to have any sort of shot. Now Philadelphia's got it again. Dumps it down the ice. Skinner, I'm not sure if he's on the bench or not yet. And Skinner is not on the bench yet. There's 2:55 left in the third period. Philadelphia is just absolutely hogging the puck from Pittsburgh. Looped around the Pittsburgh end, back across. Philadelphia, another nice shot, stopped by Skinner. They're going to waste some more time. 2:44 left in the third period with the Philadelphia Flyers up 2-0 on the Pittsburgh Penguins. How? I have no idea, but they are still leading it. Pittsburgh Penguins last play. They're actually showing a graphic here. The last playoff win for the Pittsburgh teams, the hockey team, the Penguins, 2018, the football team, 2018, and the baseball team, 2013. So it has been a while since the Pittsburgh Penguins, Steelers, or Pirates have won anything in the postseason. So very interesting note there. 2:44 left in the third period here, as the Philadelphia Flyers are going to try and get something going here to try and lock this game down. Pittsburgh's got to try and find some offense. 2:40 left, and they're still in their own zone. Now they're going to try and get a puck up, and they do. I'm guessing Skinner's going to the bench. Rust is in off. Oh, Crosby's in offside. 2.5 left, and the puck will come out just outside the Philadelphia Flyers' blue line. This is an incredible defensive performance. They're talking to Skinner about potentially putting him back in for this draw, and we'll see. It looks like he'll probably stay on the bench. Pittsburgh going with the empty net with 2.5 minutes left in the third period. An insane game from the Philadelphia Flyers, a statement game here from Philadelphia if they can hold on to this one and go back to Philly with a 2-0 series lead. Philadelphia is going to win the draw and they dump it back down. This will be another icing call. Tried for the empty net, could not hit it. 2:28 left in the third period. Offensive zone face-off draw for the Pittsburgh Penguins. So very interesting note there. This has been such a good game from the Philadelphia Flyers. All around, great stuff from Philadelphia. And once again, thank you guys all for tuning in. And if you can, leave a like, leave a subscribe, leave a comment, tell all your friends. Best hockey content on YouTube is right here at the End to End Hockey channel. So I do appreciate all of that. Now let's see here. We got some very interesting stuff. Let's see. Hold on a minute here, guys. The Philadelphia Flyers are trying to win the faceoff, and they do. It goes behind Vladar. Philadelphia gets it, clears the puck. Remember, they got an empty net, and it's another icing call. 2:20 left in the zone faceoff draw for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's really quickly, while we wait for this faceoff draw, look at the other scores, see if there's been anything that's happening there. Let's see. Hold on a minute here, guys. Let me just refresh this feed I have here. Just looking at the scores. Once again, another offensive zone faceoff draw here for Pittsburgh. Just trying to see. And now the faceoff draw is won by Pittsburgh. To the point. Carlson at the point. Shot, and it's wide. 2:15 left in the third period. Philadelphia trying to get the puck out. They do. Couturier. It might be a 2-on-1 here for the Flyers. Tries to chip it across. He does. And Glendening gets redemption. Score! Luke Glendening into the empty net after Skinner robbed him earlier in the third period, and the Philadelphia Flyers are on their way to taking a 2-0 series lead on the Pittsburgh Penguins. My gosh, they're going to go back to Philly with a 2-0 series lead, 2 games away from the second round. What a goal from Glendening. Great effort from Couturier to get Glendening the puck, and he was all alone on a breakaway attempt. Another nice stop here from Carlson. By Vladar on Carlson, who's been absolutely insane. And then once again, they win the puck battle. Couturier is able to, ever so slightly falling down, get the puck to Glendening, and Glendening puts it into the yawning cage. I'm guessing they're going to pull Skinner really quickly here, but man, this is looking like it's over at this point. Philadelphia is about to go up 2-0. Unreal. Let's see. Philadelphia is going to go up to 3 goals now. And the Philadelphia Flyers are well on their way to winning this game. There's 2 minutes left in the third period. They're going to have to pull Skinner and hope for a miracle if you're the Pittsburgh Penguins. Mantha trying to get it, and his puck goes back into the defensive zone. Letang. Oh, Letang laid a huge hit. This might be an interference call. It is. Letang's going to the box. They're going to be shorthanded for the remainder of regulation unless they do wind up going to... For the remainder of regulation, unless Philadelphia scores on the power play. A minute 47 left, and now there's more rough stuff. Pittsburgh knows they've lost. They're taking their anger on Philadelphia. Mantha is fighting with, I can't see who that is. Cates is right there. Chinakhov, Carlson. They're all in the mix right now. Very interesting. What a game from Philadelphia. I was not expecting the Flyers to do this well. I was not. They did quite fantastically. Mantha just took off Tippett's helmet. Yeah, they're all going at it right now. This might take, the last 2 minutes might actually take like the next 5 to 10 minutes. I wonder if Vladar is able to hold on. There's going to be a power play here for the Flyers, most likely. I think because of the original penalty. Tippett's bleeding, so not great stuff there for Tippett. Hopefully he's okay. But yeah, just there's going to be some fighting majors handed out. And yeah, this series is going to head back to Philadelphia with Philadelphia up 2-0. I couldn't. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I thought Pittsburgh would put up more of a fight than this. And they did in the third period. They were great in the third period. The first two periods, they were not great. But the last period, they were. They just could not solve Dan Vladar to save their life. Minnesota Dallas has just started, and we're halfway through the third period in Ottawa and Carolina in a 2-2 game. So there's a possibility Ottawa Carolina could go to overtime later on today. So that could be interesting, something to watch. The Minnesota Wild Dallas Stars game has officially started, so I am going to change that up here. Just give me a second here, guys. This will go from starting at 7:30 to now being in the first period. They're just announcing all the penalties, so you're not missing anything. Once again, I think there'll be a lot more rough stuff over the last couple minutes of this period. Let's see here. And then first period, we go here. And there we are. So it's the first period. Dallas, Minnesota is scoreless. Still in the third period, Carolina, Ottawa is tied at 2. And this score is almost done with Philadelphia up 3-0. There's actually a 4-minute power play upcoming for the Philadelphia Flyers. So they're going to basically have it until the end of the game. The original penalty here was, I think, a high hit. Yeah, it looks like a high hit, a hit to the head of some sorts. So very interesting note there. The benches look a little bit more bare with the Philadelphia Flyers and Pittsburgh Penguins having a little bit of rough stuff. So very interesting note there. Once again, I do appreciate all of you guys tuning in. Once again, we should have a face-off here in the very near future. But yeah, Philadelphia has just made a statement. They're going to beat the Pittsburgh Penguins. I'm shocked. There's going to be a face-off here just on the outside of the Philadelphia blue line, on the Pittsburgh blue line. And yeah, there's a minute 47 left. So depending on how much more rough stuff there is in the last 2 minutes, this is basically going to be game and the end of the stream. So I'd say the stream turned out pretty well. I'm sorry for any of the buffering minutes where my voice was a little bit, or my face was a little bit buffery. I do apologize for that. My Wi-Fi is not overly good here. But I do think it was a pretty good stream. So a 5-on-4 power play for 4 minutes with a minute and 47 seconds left in the third period. Very interesting note there. Let's see. Ristolainen's got behind his net. A minute 40 left in the third period. Let's see. And he's going to stretch it out to Dvorak. Dvorak dumps it in on Skinner, who holds down the fort. And looks like we'll have an off-zone face-off draw here for Philadelphia with a minute 35 left in the third period. So really good stuff there from Philadelphia. Let's see. Philadelphia is going to have another offensive zone face-off draw. Let's see. Martone. Yeah, the Flyers, they've had quite a game. They've had a brilliant game. Dvorak wins it to the point to Sanheim, back to Ristolainen. I don't even think this is a power play. They're just playing their second forward group in their third in their first power play. They're saying that was a puck that went off a stick, out of play. I don't think this is going to be a penalty. A minute 25 left in the third period. 3-0 Philadelphia, and they're showing they're showing the Pittsburgh Penguins players on the bench. They look shocked. I am shocked. The Flyers, I was not expecting this from them. Another offensive zone face-off draw for Philly, which they win. Cates gets it to Tippett, to Sanheim, back to Tippett, back to Sanheim, and they're just wasting time. Back to Tippett, across to Forrester, back to Tippett, across to Ristolainen, back to Sanheim at the point. Sanheim to Ristolainen, a minute and 8 seconds left. Sanheim's got it again, back to Ristolainen. Ristolainen fakes the shot, passes it back to Sanheim. Sanheim just waits with it, under a minute to go. Ristolainen to Sanheim. Sanheim to Ristolainen. Ristolainen to Sanheim. Sanheim just waiting for it. 50 seconds left in the first period. In the third period, Sanheim to Tippett. Tippett to Ristolainen, keeps the zone. Ristolainen across to Cates. Cates to Ristolainen. Ristolainen to Sanheim. Sanheim to Tippett. Tippett to Ristolainen. Trying to do something here. Oh, then Ristolainen popped Lazot's helmet off. Lazot has to go off. 25 seconds left in the third period. They're fighting for it in the corner. This game's going to wind down. The Philadelphia Flyers are going to win 3-0. More rough stuff's now happening with 19 seconds left, as I think that's Achari going. No, Achari's going after Ristolainen. Someone's going after Tippett. That's Shea, I think, who's going after Tippett. Everyone's got a dance partner over here. Shari Ristolainen. Yep, Forrester's there with someone, and they're all just having a little bit more of skirmish with 19 seconds left in the third period. I was not expecting this from Philadelphia. What a statement from the Philadelphia Flyers. They are here, and they could easily sweep the Pittsburgh Penguins if they play like this in Philadelphia. Let's see. The original penalty was Wotherspoon took Tippett into the boards. That's why Wotherspoon laid a bad hit on Tippett. That might earn some discipline from player safety. That's a bad hit on Wotherspoon. Tippett's angry. Tippett's going back to the bench. Probably some more fighting majors going to be announced. 19 seconds left. At this point, just get the game over with. It's 3-0. So, once again, refs are talking about the penalties. There's now 7.5 left in Ottawa, Carolina, and there's 15 minutes left in the first period between Minnesota and Dallas. So very interesting to note there. Hold on a minute here, guys. Let me see here. Once again, thank you all for all of your support, for all the chats you left, for everything. I really do appreciate it. Hold on a minute here. I know a lot of Philadelphia is able to have a 2-man advantage for the last 19 seconds of the period, so nothing too surprising there. Once again, I do wonder if Wotherspoon gets a look from player safety for that hit. It's possible. Maybe he gets like a fine, maybe a suspension. We'll see. That was a pretty bad hit. So 5-on-3 advantage for Philadelphia with 19 seconds left in the third period, and what has been a dominant third period from the Pittsburgh Penguins. They aren't able to get anything. Philadelphia is still up 3-0. It has been a statement game from Philadelphia. Face-off draw just outside the Pittsburgh blue line. Goes back into Philadelphia Flyers zone. 15 seconds left. They're probably just going to waste this one out. Juleson behind his nets. 10 seconds left. They're just going to wait this one out. Philadelphia is going to go up 2-0 on the Pittsburgh Penguins. What a statement from Philadelphia. That's the game. Game is finished. The Philadelphia Flyers go into Pittsburgh and only take game 1, but take game 2 with a Dan Vladar shutout in game 2 to now take a 2-0 series lead back to their side of Pennsylvania and Philadelphia and a chance to potentially sweep the Pittsburgh Penguins. What a statement. Martone scored again. A beautiful shorthanded goal from Tippett and Glendening. Tippett and Hathaway, and then Glendening got the empty netter. We're going right to Minnesota-Dallas, so apparently the feed's gone straight to Minnesota-Dallas. Scoreless game there. Minnesota has a power play. I just want to finish this power play because Minnesota scored on the power play to start the last game. So I want to see Boldy into the offensive zone, and he loops it back around. Hartman trying to find a lane. Dallas clears it. So what a beautiful game there from the Philadelphia Flyers as they are going to finish this game as winners. Let's change this thing to final. Hold on a minute here, guys. Here we go. And this is now finished. Let's see. Minnesota's still on the power play, hounding the puck in the offensive zone. Johansson. Let's see here. It's finished. What a game. Let's see. Minnesota trying to get something going. Imagine if Minnesota goes into Dallas and takes the first 2 games. That would be a crazy thing, too. Especially given the fact this one's supposed to be going 7. I thought 6. Let's see, 12 seconds left on the Minnesota power play. Shot. Stopped. I think it was blocked in front. Kept in by Tarasenko. And Dallas clears it. That should do it for the Minnesota power play. Minnesota is going to get another chance here. The offside. Full strength. Okay. So that's interesting. So it's still a scoreless game between Minnesota and Dallas, which is going to be very interesting to keep an eye on as we finish up with the Philadelphia-Pittsburgh live stream. Let's just really quickly check out North Carolina before I finish off the stream. Just give me a second here, guys. Ottawa, they have a nice opportunity here. 2-2. They're just about to go into commercial. Okay. So Ottawa and Carolina are 2-2 late in the third period. Dallas and Minnesota are scoreless early in the first period. And our stream is finished. The Philadelphia Flyers, Pittsburgh Penguins, 3-0 in what was a beautiful game from Philadelphia. Great stuff there. I was not expecting this. The Philadelphia Flyers, statement game. Dan Vladar, the shutout. Martone 2 goals in 2 career playoff games, and this Flyers team is cooking, heading back to their side of Pennsylvania. So definitely let your guys' thoughts on this stream down below and all the other streams we talked about here. Love to your guys' thoughts. Once again, if you can, like, subscribe, comment, leave a chat down below. It really does help with the channel. And the best hockey content on YouTube is right here at the Into It Hockey channel. So if you can, leave a subscribe. It really does help with the channel. Also, don't forget to stay tuned for tomorrow's live stream at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time between the Utah Mammoth and the Vegas Golden Knights. We'll be covering that game tomorrow. So don't forget to check that out. And we will have a couple of 8 o'clock games on Thursday and Friday that we are also going to be covering. So stay tuned for those ones. I should have a Buffalo Boston fan reaction to that game from yesterday out in the next couple of hours. Action video out tomorrow early on at some point. So stay tuned for that. Maybe we'll have a trade rumor video. We'll see. Probably not, but we'll see how things go and shake out. But very interesting note there that the Philadelphia Flyers took down their arch rivals in Pennsylvania, and they're up 3-0, and they're winning 3-0, up 2-0 in the series, heading back to their side of the Pennsylvania border. So very interesting note there. Stay tuned. Keep an eye on the Ottawa-Carolina game and the Dallas-Minnesota game, and also later on today, the Oilers and Ducks game, which should be getting going in the next couple of minutes. So stay tuned for those ones. Let your guys' thoughts on them down in the comment section below, and check out tomorrow's live stream and tomorrow's videos. So let's keep up to date with the channel. Can't wait to see you guys all for next one, and see you guys soon.